Alright, we are live. What is up, everyone? Cattigan619 here, and today I just decided to do a little hangout stream today, just to have a chat with you guys, see how you're all getting on. So just wait for anyone to pop up in the chat. You know, be good to chat with you guys now and then. And yeah, so how is everyone today? Lately now I've been trying to update my stuff for the channel, like as in, you know, kind of my intro. I was redoing the intro a bit because I was making a new well, I won't say a new logo, just kind of make my logo more cleaner than I already had. And the other reason for that is because I lately opened a Teespring, and I know a small plug right off the bat now, but opened up a Teespring and I wanted to make my logo look good for you know, on merch and that. So yeah, I've been trying to see what else I can, you know, do for the channel. Lately I've been like trying to make thumbnails for games I do have planned for Let's Plays, and some streams as well. And yeah, I'm trying to see what should I do next. You know, I have gotten an odd suggestion here and there. And William Armstrong, how are you doing, man? How's it going? Yeah, just this is a little hangout stream, just to have a little chat with you guys about anything. You can ask me anything you want, be it about, you know, my channel, you know, what's going on, or so yeah, that's. I wonder how's everyone doing with this whole freaking lockdown. It's mad, isn't it? Like for me, it's, you know, I'm living it quite alright now. Just you know, just surviving just like with everyone else through this whole quarantine thing. Like I am used to that kind of living anyway. I always kind of live a whole isolated life myself. Kind of no different, but with places closed, it's a bit of a bastard, you know. And also, you know, events being cancelled as well, and like Dublin Comic Con, which I was supposed to go to like March actually. COVID-19 here, it's going alright. I think there was like a 2 kilometer you know, distance limit that was just lifted off now, but other than that though, it's like, you know, the usual, you have to keep 2 meters apart from each other. Oh, Mikey, how's it going, man? You're up to your shite and work. But yeah, I feel for you, man. You're like, yeah, I won't say out loud like where exactly you are, but Mikey here is actually one of the essential workers. Well, yeah, he'll be up to his shite and work. But no, it's going okay here. Like I've been you know, keeping quiet, and you know, mainly the whole quarantine here is for me, like my sleep pattern has been all over the fucking place. I say like with everyone else, it's been all over the place now. But no, I'm trying my best to, you know, get up really early, as you know, as early as I can to, you know, get stuff done. You know, get stuff done for the channel and whatnot, and see what to actually play next, because, you know, I've fair selection of games like on what to do, and I'm just making some odd new thumbnails here and there for them videos. Things are going okay, man. Again, just fairly quiet. And yeah, Mikey, you were introducing me to Fire Pro Wrestling World. That game is unreal. I feel that on my days off can snooze way too long. Yeah. Like, even though I put my alarm on, I just like say meh. Fuck it, I just sleep long. I was like fuck. Oh Christ. Just take a sip here. Oh, a good monster. Oh yeah, by the way, Mikey, green can. Had 2 of them today. I can't stop downloading. It's so fucking good. Yeah, there's a lot of good creations in that game. I've been recommending 2 people on the game actually. One is Irish Emerald. I told him about it, and a fella I used to work with. He's on his PlayStation 4 a good bit of time. I just messaged him saying, oh, you should check out Fire Pro Wrestling, because he's really into like, you know, wrestling, and like even like the New Japan stuff and such. Yeah, but I would love to, you know, see what I can do about simulations with that game for AEW simulations. It's just like, have to figure out when's their next pay-per-view. When is actually their next pay-per-view in AEW? And I think even I was looking at an article, like my friend posted on Facebook saying that they're going to be opening wrestling events to small crowds now, like in next week. I read that. I don't know if it's going to be true. I've been using Twitter, which is great. Creators you follow share direct links and subscribe away. Yeah, I've followed one of them. The fella you recommended to me, Mike. I followed him. What's it? Gaz, WEFC. Double or nothing in 3 weeks. Oh, okay, lovely. I might have to just create a double or nothing arena. That'd be pretty damn good. Yeah, I've actually downloaded nearly all the AEW superstars, actually. Some I have to download, like Dark Order, Best Friends. I have to find a good Jungle Boy for Luchasaurus. Who else? Lance Archer. That's another one. Other than that, though, I think I nearly pretty much have everyone. You have one. Oh, nice. Yeah. No, I was thinking about, these bloody Hangout streams that, I tend to do now and then. I might do more of them, and I might see if I can find a way to I'm working on a classic WWF roster now. Nice. Yeah, I have the Raw's War arena and the old SmackDown arena as well. That's awesome. I downloaded New Age Outlaws. I downloaded them as well. Jesus, a great game. Fucking hell. Mikey, you should get on to me about how's the workaround for creating belts. Putting images on them to make a AEW championship. Because that would be good. And yeah, just double or nothing in 3 weeks. Yeah, I'll have to get that sorted now for our simulations. That'll be pretty damn good. But anyway, how's yourself, Mike? In terms of outside of work, of course, because you're up to your shite in work. How's everything else going for you? Yeah, I'm trying to see, like, as I was saying, for these Hangout streams, I might do them now and again, and might even see, like, in putting in the Discord, like, have like a voice chat from Discord and have it come on the stream here. That'd be cool to actually chat with you guys. Yeah, what do y'all think of that? And yeah, let me know. God, like, finishing off Final Fantasy VII. I was just actually watching Chum Zone. He's just right on the final chapter for the final boss. He just stopped the stream before, but I think he's going to go back to finishing it off. Oh, it's such a good game. Mike, I know you're not big in Final Fantasy, but oh my god, it's just an absolute blast playing. Oh, this bloody chair. I really need to get in for the... Any sign of your Streets of Rage? Not yet, man. Not yet. I'm still holding up on getting the physical copy. It still says it's in production, but I say, like, in a month or so I'll get it. And Mikey, I am aware that you really want to play the first three games on the channel with me. So I'm holding off on that, and maybe later then me, you, and if Niall wants it as well, we can play 3-player in Streets of Rage 4. OctoCam, how are you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, you're a new name there. I haven't seen you on my stream chat before. Yeah, but like that's kind of what I'm planning. Like, you have like a 3-player. Mark got it and says it's unreal. Yeah, I watched gameplay of it. Like, it's like how Sonic Mania is so good. Like, with the old Sonic games. That being a comeback. But yeah, that one is absolutely awesome. You love it when you play Streets of Rage 4. Yeah, I can imagine. Like, I watched some odd gameplay of it. It looks unreal, man. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'll still wait on my physical copy from Limited Run Games. Takes about 2 hours to clear. Really? 2 hours to clear? From what I gathered, there was actually something cool in that game where I noticed it when a fella on Facebook that I'm friends with, he streamed it, and the big dog. Yeah. Well, he streamed it, and supposedly there's like secret areas where you can go to the levels from the original Streets of Rage 2, which is pretty damn awesome. Like, I think it's like the first level. Yeah, but Mike, like, that's kind of the plan with Streets of Rage. You say you're interested in joining me for that, and whenever this whole fucking shite is over. Like, and it's up to yourself as well when you want to come down to record with me. Just get me. Damn, that is good. That's probably now my, I won't say my all-time favorite Monster drink, but it's up there. It is up there. I still like the Ultra Blue Monster. It's looking good. Figures are quite low today. What are you talking about? Figures are quite low today. It's the bosses from Streets of Rage 2. Think the white is still my fave. Oh yeah, Ultra White. That's actually nice too. They ever have the punch flavor? The punch flavor is actually nice. The COVID figures. Oh, right. It is looking... Oh, okay, something good. Yeah, I can't wait. But like, hopefully come June, because in June I'm kind of hoping to get a new gaming chair for this setup. Like, I'm using like one of the, the chair from, see the one back there? It's the same one here. And it is uncomfortable for sitting for a long time. Yeah. Yeah, I can't, like, hopefully it does all get over and done with. Because it has come to the point now where it's like, oh, come on now. They're saying, it's true now, because I was chatting to my brother actually. He was saying that pubs may be reopening next week. If so, geez, that'll be pretty damn awesome. God, I miss the keto as well. Pure no Mars. exactly. Yeah, so yeah, anything else going on? Like, feel free to ask away anything else. Like I said, like, in terms of do you head out much? I go out now and again. Like, just for a brief little walk, just get a bit to eat or whatever. And like, there's nothing really to go to, because like GameStop is closed, CEX is closed. Non-Ocean Man pubs will be the last to open. What do you think? My brother said to me that my brother's name is Owen. I'll just say that out. He doesn't mind saying me saying his name on the stream, because I asked him like, I say it as my brother, but his name is Owen. Yeah, he doesn't mind that, but he was saying to me that pubs will be reopening next week. Maybe, I don't know. And bloody hairdresser, my hair is like getting long as hell. Sometimes I do like having my hair long, and sometimes it goes crazy, like. But yeah, hairdressers are another thing that's gonna be absolutely wedged. Might be different in Canada though. Yeah, true. Like he was saying to me, in Canada, like, everywhere's shut. Yeah, I another thing I miss though is Aikido. I do miss that. Even though I haven't been there like for quite a while, like before this whole thing, I still miss it. Might pour a little more of that. Yeah, and hopefully as well, yeah, just thinking about what else to do next on the channel. Like, I've finished up Ape Escape 2. Current lockdown is in place till May 18th, and there is a 5-phase plan to reopen the country, all going to plan, but it could backtrack if numbers of cases surge again. Alright. To May 18th. Mark, if you're still in the chat, Mikey's asking if you're working. Yeah, I have to think about what else to play next in the channel. Like, I have some ideas, and like, I was going to yourself, Mike, and Niall about what games do you want to join in on, because the last thing I want to do is like play a game on the channel and you end up saying, oh, would have loved to be in that let's play with you. Like, I would end up feeling bad then. Hence why I message you and ask you, like, what games do you want me to go over? Streets of Rage is 22 beans digital on Switch. Oh, not bad. Not bad. Are you getting a digital mic? Or have you got it already? Yeah, I can't wait to play Streets of Rage 4. It's going to be good. Well, what else is going to be out in a few months? See that there was like a major leak of Last of Us 2. Someone leaked the whole thing out, and Naughty Dog has been really going down on people leaking out the game. That's another one I'm looking forward to now. And I also have a pre-order put down for Cyberpunk 2077. But I'm unsure where to get that for PS4 now, because they're saying that they were having problems with the game running on like current consoles. 10 till 2, I have it on digital cat. Oh, I know, Brady. I know. But yeah, I'm not sure whether to get Cyberpunk for PS4 or wait for it to release on PS5. I've gotten bought a lot of digital the last week or two. The convenience is too good. Yeah, I can see the whole convenience of it. I think I'm nearly low on my my Switch. I'd hold out for next gen for Cyberpunk. Yeah, I'm thinking that now, because I have a pre-order put down for PS4, but I might end up just either cancelling the pre-order or say, oh, could you put it on for the PS5 version? Yeah, I think that'll be a good one to get for PS5 more than PS4. What else? What else is going to be out? That WWE Battlegrounds, I'm completely unsure where to get that. It looks alright. It reminds me of, WWE All-Stars, which, it was a good game. That was pretty fun, but I don't know, I'm just not really invested in it as much. The other thing it reminded me of, and someone that was in a group that I'm in on Facebook said it. It kind of reminds you a bit of Celebrity Deathmatch. Oh my god, remember that show? That was good. Did you see the new Assassin's Creed? Oh yeah, like I'll be honest with you, I'm not really big into Assassin's Creed. It's like there's too many games. Like when there's like too many games in a series, it's just like, jeez, it's a bit too much. But yeah, I've seen it now. It's in Valhalla, which should be interesting. Yeah, I know. I played some other Assassin's Creed games. I just don't know. It's like, yeah, what a game! Oh, the game. You remember? Yeah, I still have it on PS2 actually. Fucking Celebrity Deathmatch. Oh, it's awful. It is awful. Yeah, I know. I played some other Assassin's Creed games. It's just like how, it's like Assassin's Creed 1, 2, 3, then Revelations, Black Flag, Odyssey. The series. Like, not saying it's a bad series. It's just kind of but you agree with me in saying it's kind of all over the place. I for Xbox original. Alright. Yeah, I think I have the first Assassin's Creed there on PS3 actually. It's been a while since I played it. I don't know, just couldn't really get into it. I know there's a lot of people I know that are really into the series. But I don't know, maybe I might give it a shot again. I don't know. Ugh. The original Xbox, oh my god. Yeah, you got that not long ago actually. Oh, you mean Celebrity Deathmatch? All right. Yeah, I have it on the PlayStation 2. Oh, it's god awful. Like, there's not many great celebrities to choose from in that. Fucking Middle Lane. Yeah. Something else I was gonna say. Yeah, I'm just like, in terms of like, I know Mikey, you're here, and Mark, you're in the same area as me, but there's like most of the viewers that tend to be subscribed to the channel is mainly from like the US area. And when I was streaming Final Fantasy VII Remake, the stream before the final one, like I streamed like a little over 5 hours. Like it was getting really late for me, and at that time it was like, oh, people were starting to come into the chat and that, but I was just getting so tired, and like I was doing so poorly at the final boss. I ended up cutting that bit off in that stream because I just wasn't happy with it. Like I decided, what, leave that final boss for the next stream. I'll be more like woken for it, awake. Yeah, but yeah, the final boss is actually really good. Even though I died like what, 3 times in the first phase, but then the second phase I was surprisingly like kicking ass. Yeah, but it's weird though. Like I'm still trying to find that sweet spot for. Yeah, I got my hands on that Xbox for free with about 10 games. Then bought a heap of Xbox games from CEX. They were like for half nothing, so have around 30 games. Yeah, nice one, man. You got some of the old wrestling games, did you? Like WWE Raw and WWE Raw 2. I remember my cousin had that. Oh yeah, they were pretty awesome, I think. But yeah, I'm just trying to find that good time to stream at where people don't miss out on my streams, because like I did get some odd comments saying, oh, yeah, sorry, missed out on your stream, man. Like, yeah, it's no problem. Like it all comes down to like what's a good time to stream at. Like I'm thinking, well, usually like the time I usually pick is you got them all. You got them all, Mike. You got them all. Yeah, but like usually the times that I would stream at would be 9 o'clock GMT time, which is the time zone here, or maybe at late 10 p.m. like, and that's because like that would be what, 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock in US time, which I don't know if that's a good time for for them as well to catch up on my streams. Like if I streamed like really late, it would be like what, 4 a.m. for me, and I don't know what, 7 p.m. or something like for them. It would be nuts. Yeah, that's kind of what like I have a bit of problem with the channel, like in terms of streaming. Ugh. What other one was on the original Xbox? So was there a WrestleMania game? What was it? WrestleMania 21? Correct me if I'm wrong here. Like I know there was like WrestleMania 18 on the GameCube. Speaking of Discord, is there a way of using that for live streams for games like Street Fighter 4? As in like a chat? Is there a way of using that for... Yeah, maybe. I have to figure it out, man. Like there is definitely like a voice chat thing in Discord. But it's all about, putting it into OBS, which is like the streaming software I use. WrestleMania 21, awesome game graphically, and yeah, I got that too. Yeah, I knew WrestleMania 21. That was a pretty funny game. I remember I was watching a video of it from Two Best Friends Play, or Super Best Friends Play. Yeah, chat and co-op, like that could be a thing actually, if I could set her up. And the other thing was WrestleMania 21. I was watching a video of that, like Super Best Friends Play were playing it, and they were doing like, what was it, a ladder match between Rey Mysterio and Kurt Angle, and like they were up on top of the ladder, and all of a sudden when Kurt Angle did a suplex on Rey Mysterio, like he did the move, but he ended up like glitching out, and he was like stuck on the ladder. Oh, it was mad funny. Yeah, did you see the video I showed you actually? The other wrestling games that are going to be made as well. Like I know we got like Battlegrounds, we got Mikey, you need to stop buying games. Nothing wrong with that. But yeah, there was like Smack Talks actually released this video saying like, oh, there's like 9 wrestling games being made. Some of them actually look really good. Always reminds me of the ads watching WWE back in the day on Sky Sports, sponsored by WrestleMania 21. Oh my god, back in the day. You remember that? Ordering pay-per-views. Jesus. I got problems. Oh god. What was I saying again? That before I got sidetracked there. Yeah, ordering pay-per-views, fucking hell. That Ultra Violence looks class. Yeah, I can't wait for. I would love to get that game. Like that's like the fucking CCW shit, which I really love. And then there was that kind of Lucha Libre one, which looked pretty decent. Yeah, Ultra Violence. That looked like an awesome game. So I seen you deleted 2K20 once again, Mike. Yeah, I just can't get back into it. Like, I really want to like get back to using the YouTube wrestling thing that I had, but you know, it's just like I can't trust that game. And if it has good creation suite, we're off to the races with it running off Unreal Engine 4. Yeah. I would like to get back into the YouTube wrestling thing, like make it a bit better as well, like add some more stuff to it. But I don't know, just don't trust WWE 2K20 for it. And like if I had to like go back to 2K19, I have to like create everything again. Not that would be too much of a problem. It's just like it would take a lot of time. It will take a lot of time. Yeah, well, I can't wait for this whole lockdown thing is over now, and we'll be back on track. Even like, you know, coming over here to watch pay-per-views and that, because the last time you were down here to watch pay-per-views, I was mad. Everyone's gone back to 2K19 now. Even creators Steve Frags is back creating today. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's a good thing that they actually kept the servers up as well for 2K19. Sure was a bit of crack, yeah. No, a good thing that they kept the servers for 2K19, because if they closed the servers for 2K19 and said, oh look, just play 2K20, jeez, there will be a heap of backlash. Yeah. Yeah, I'll see about, you know, going back to 2K19 maybe. You know, it's just like weird, you know, when you get a new wrestling game and don't think they had a choice, yeah. I mean, it's kind of weird, you know, when you get a new wrestling game and, you know, you play it and then it's kind of hard to go back to the previous one, if you know what I mean. Like, say, like, for example, oh, when you get 2K19, Kitty Cockatoo, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream, how are you? Just to have a little hangout here, just to chat with you guys. But yeah, it's like when you get 2K19 and yeah, you find it hard going back to 2K18. Like I kind of find that with, you know, when I get 2K20, like even though that game's a heap of crap, still though it's like it's updated, it has the updated roster and such, and you know, you just kind of find it hard to you know, go back to 2K19 at times. I'm good, thanks. You? Yeah, I'm doing okay. Doing okay now. Just having the old live chat, and you know, take a break from, you know, well, I have took a bit of a break from gaming for a bit. I have completed Final Fantasy VII Remake, which, you know, I'm very happy with. Such an awesome game. I can't wait for part 2. Like, it was such a nostalgia trip with that game. Even like with you know, the bits that were in the original and what was new in the game was pretty cool as well. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to part 2. I say that'll come out with PlayStation 5. But my question is, how are they going to transfer your progress from that game to the other to the new one? Every year when I get the new game, I can't put it down for at least 7 or 8 hours non-stop. This year, I had half a match and fucked it aside because biggest disappointment ever. I still can't believe they split that game. It's going to be so long. Yeah. Well, you kind of think about it, like, the original Final Fantasy VII was like 3 discs. So I assume it's going to be 3 parts. Just like how it was 3 discs. No, I could be wrong in that. Yeah, I could be really wrong with that. Because there is a lot. There is a lot to it. Yeah, like, even when I said, like, way back that Originally, I was going to wait till, like, there was going to be a release where they release all the parts together. But you'd be waiting for so long. And I have no regrets, like, picking it up. The part 1. No regrets. I really loved it. Even though, like, the streams are, like, fairly quiet. Like, they're still up there, like, you know, for people to watch whenever they want. That's if they're willing to watch a 3-hour video or so. Yeah, I have to think what to stream next. Like, sometimes, like, on weekends, I have to think about what I'll stream. It might be, like, a random game or so. One thing about Battlegrounds is it's coming up to Switch. Be nice to have a handheld wrestling game again. True. I have to think about it now. Really do. Yeah, again, I'm just not really fully invested in it. Maybe I might wait to see what the reviews are like, and then I'll decide then. But yeah, it is cool that it's actually come to the Switch, because the last wrestling game that came to the Switch was at, what, 2K18? And that was a heap of dog shite on that port. Yeah, it was 2K18, wasn't it? That came to the Switch. Ugh. Man, I cannot wait to get a new freaking chair for this. I have one looked at on Amazon. Yeah, I can't wait to get it. Probably wait till next month to get it. Because next month, not the brag, but my birthday is next month. Yeah, I'll have to see what I've planned for that day, because I think my birthday is on the weekend. I'll see what I might do with that. Because last year, my birthday stream was actually Mario Maker 2. That was released around that time. And speaking of, actually, we'll actually, you know, get to play in the Worlds remake that they put in. It's being made by developers of NBA 2K Playgrounds. Yeah, I know that. Which is a great game and is addictive with unlocking new players through card packs. So hopefully it goes down the same route. Yeah. I wonder though, would they actually have like microtransactions or loot boxes in that fucking game? You know, to get like the card packs. Because they didn't really show who else was going to be in that game. They only showed what? The Rock, John Cena, showed it. Becky Lynch, and there was also, you know, they showed on the cover Stone Cold Steve Austin. Wonder who else is going to be in it. But probably like, you know, Roman Reigns, obviously, Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens. Yeah, geez, speaking of, Kevin Owens recently got a fucking injury. A lot of them are getting injuries now. Like Jimmy Uso got injured now. He's out for 6 to 9 months. And what are they going to do with Jey Uso? He's fucked. And there have been a lot of freaking releases as well. Gotta hope the revival come to AEW. It's mad. Like, they really cut out a lot of the roster. Yeah. No, like, I'm very hit and miss in watching WWE as of late. You know, I only catch highlights now. I'm like yourself, Mike. I'm all in with All Elite Wrestling. I am. Even though I didn't watch this week's show, actually. I must get to that. Yeah, like, I wonder what the TNT Championship actually looks like. Should look awesome. Because the AEW Championship does look nice. Oh, they're coming, don't worry. Hinting starting on being the Elite last week. Yeah. The revival, like, who else would we go? Yeah, the one surprise I had with all the releases was Rusev. I did not think they would release him. And what's funny now, you got Jinder Mahal back as well. And like, you think for how long he's been gone, you think he'd be released. Fucking loving Lance Archer. Did you see his version of Old School? Yeah, I did. Lance Archer's a beast. And just to have Jake the Snake Roberts on his side is fucking awesome. Yeah, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna say it out. I say he's gonna win the TNT Championship. Well, what do you think? Because I say they don't want to, like, you know, ruin him, you know, so quick. Speaking of, he has to, I think, yeah. He has to. Because they made him such a beast, and, you know, they don't want to, like, bring him down to have him lose in the tournament. But speaking of, like, ruined wrestlers, God, I feel really bad for Bray Wyatt. I really do. Like, you know, him, like, his loss to Goldberg in, you know, with the Universal Championship really... Hey, Trusty, how's it going, man? Dropping in for a bit, just doing some cleaning and saw you live. Good to see you. Yeah, it's nice to see you too, Trusty. Mikey, Brian Trusty, he's actually a really good channel. I've been lately trying to, you know, catch up with his streams. I've seen that he streamed with the Retrobit wireless Sega controllers. I need to get my hands on them, man. Like, I have them on my wish list on Amazon. And at some point, yeah, I really need to get them. Especially for Streets of Rage 4. Like, they come with the receiver with the original Mega Drive. And also for, you know, a USB one to use for the Switch. And even the Mini as well, which is awesome. Yeah, I really need to pick them up. Speaking of that, actually, Retrobit have been doing some really good controllers. See, they're doing like a wireless Nintendo 64 controller, but they changed the layout of what the controller looks like. What do you think of that? I think I showed you that, Mike. I love your channel. Ah, thanks, man. I've been trying to, yo, clean it up a bit. You know, like I said at the beginning, I kind of was cleaning up my logo a bit because I felt like the controller part of it. I used like Photoshop for 3D, but like then there was like these feathered edges around it, and yeah, I just think it needs a bit of a clean up. So like I did like a slight change to it, like nothing too drastic, just like making more clean looking, and yeah, they're doing pretty good work. I can't wait for that Dreamcast controller they're making. Oh, they're doing the Dreamcast controller? Oh, nice. Like, the Dreamcast was never really that popular here in Ireland. Like, I've rarely seen it in stores. The only thing I've seen from Dreamcast in stores were, like, games. I remember seeing Sonic Adventure on the shelf and Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. And some other Dreamcast games as well. But I never really seen the console as much in stores back then. Yeah. Yeah, Dreamcast, you know, like, even though I didn't have it, it looked like a pretty good console to have, like, with the games it had. I don't know about the controller. The controller looks pretty damn big. Like, it looks like... I don't know, it's as awkward like the N64 controller and the big original Xbox controller. Jeez, I can't even speak. Yeah. Yeah, I would have loved the Dreamcast back then. Like, because the only Sega console really I have is the Mega Drive, and that's like my number one. It will always be on my number one. They're pretty neat, but yeah, the controller was a bit awkward. Yeah, I thought so. It does look like an awkward controller, but it's not as awkward as the N64 controller. Even though I never really had problems with the N64 controller back then. I see how like a lot of people hold the controller. Hold on a second. I'll just get my N64 controller and show you. Right, there's one of my controllers here, blue one. And like I see people hold it like this, and I see like the way I hold it is like that. Yeah, it's just like it's such an awkward controller at times. Yeah, so like this is, well, once I had this for a long time anyway. Like the two controllers I had for since I got the console was the gold and red one. Like, you know, the gold, I think the gold one actually came with GoldenEye, I think. And yeah, I think I got this one on eBay. A nice blue controller. Do you know the one controllers I love? Actually, the console as well. You know, the translucent one. Like the see-through green and blue one. They're pretty good. Really, never seen a held like that. Yeah, some people like have weird ways in holding the controller. And do you know what's another thing as well? How people the cable. How they actually wrap the cable around the controller. Like I seen them like do it like like this. Sorry, no, I'm getting awkward here. This or wrap it around like that. Here's my way. Here's my way. I wrap it around the where you put the rumble pack. Yeah, what the fuck? Why hold it like that? Yeah. No, I think I've seen that somewhere. Some image where someone held the controller like that. Yeah, but like that's how I bloody wrap my N64 cable. If you think that's a good way to do it. Like I remember who was it? I think it was Chumzone who put up a picture where it was like put a react on how you wrap your cables around the controller. And like the one I had wasn't there. It's like I put up a picture of me going, am I doing it right? Yeah, but I would have loved a wireless N64 controller. Like the one that I think Retrobit did a wireless N64 controller before. You know, it was pretty much this one. And it had like little extra buttons at the top. But the thing was it had to use AAA batteries. But yeah, I know. I just don't like controllers that use batteries. Like even with the Wii, you know, with the Wiimotes. And Xbox 360 as well. I don't know. It's like I'd rather have like a chargeable controller. I still love the 64. Yeah, I have a lot of games for the N64, and I would like to collect a few more. Like there's like the main games I would like to get right now are the Mario Party games. Like I have 1 and 2 on N64. I want to get Mario Party 3, even though that's like expensive as hell. And I don't know. I might as well like get a repro card of it. Like even though repro cards, you know, tend to be hit and miss at times, but yeah, it's just you know, a cheap route. Like I did get 1 or 2 repro cards before. Actually, I'll show you one that I do got, and it actually works perfectly on my N64. Like I had no problems with it. It's one of my favorite games. Now, here's actually one of the repro cards I have, and it's actually a good repro card. It's sometimes you can't really you know, distinguish it from the original, and it's this game. Yeah, I love this game. I would love to play this game on the channel at some point. Conquer's Bad Fur Day. And yeah, it is a repro card. Like I know the differences between the original card and like the repro here. Like on the original card, it's just the logo. It doesn't have Conquer, and I think her name is Berry. Yeah, I think the original doesn't have them two on the logo. I kind of like them on the logo actually. I think it's a bit better. And then the other thing that caught my eye that was a repro card. I think I paid what, like €50 for this. Repro still works. Yeah. It's not a bad route. Like sometimes, you know, you think about like how expensive some games are, and you know, it's like fuck. You know, there like one game I would have loved from my PS1 collection was Castlevania Symphony of the Night. How expensive that game has gotten online. It's a really good game. Like I have it on my PS3 digital. That's another series I want to actually play on the channel at some point. Castlevania. Like I might like get like the 3 games on my NES Classic and just play them on that, because it's hard to get like high quality from original NES. But another thing that I'm looking at as well is it's by a company called Level Hike, and I recently actually got the Sega Genesis or Mega Drive, like depending if you're from America. We call it Mega Drive. I kind of think that's a better name. Like no offense, I think Mega Drive really rolls off the tongue, if you will. But yeah, I did get like a really good HDMI cable that works with the original Sega Mega Drive, and gotta tell you, the quality is actually really good, and I have no lag in controls. There's a Castlevania HD collection on Switch. Yeah, I know that. I was thinking about getting that. I was thinking about that. And there was also what other ones? A Contra collection as well. But yeah, it's I got this HDMI cable for the Sega, and it's really good. It's like there's a HDMI part, and then there's like a connector for your original Sega Mega Drive. Well, it's really for the Mega Drive 2, but then there's like a extra connection for the Model 1, which is the one I have. Still works to this day. I love it. And yeah, and the one downside to it is you have to use a USB to get it working. Yeah, and it's micro USB, and like we're now at the point now where micro USBs are going to be out of it. Well, like it's all going to be USB-C now, which is a very good cable. And yeah, I'm actually looking to get one for my Nintendo 64. See if it actually works okay, and getting good quality out of it. Because it will be good to have, because it won't only work with the N64. It will also work with my SNES and the GameCube. And I'll show you what I originally used for if I can actually reach it here. It's actually on me table. Sorry, I'm all over the place now. I'll actually show you what I originally used for my Super Nintendo. Like I used it for GameCube as well for Luigi's Mansion, which it actually came up good quality. And I'll show you what it was. Right. It's I want some HDMI cables for my retro systems. Yeah. The one I got for the Sega Mega Drive, it was by Level Hike. It's pretty good. Like I had some of my doubts about it. About in terms of will there be lag? Like that's the one thing I would hate is input lag. But I'll show you what I originally used for my GameCube and such. This little thing here. Yeah, I watched that playthrough. It looked really good. Luigi's Mansion, is it? Yeah, it was this thing that I used. It was SCART to HDMI converter, which is a good little choice. I think I got this from Amazon. It was a rare enough one to get as well. And the thing is, actually, Brian, can you confirm me with this? In America, the GameCube doesn't have RGB SCART, right? Because I think I read that somewhere where US GameCubes don't have RGB SCART, whereas the PAL versions, or the European versions of the GameCube, actually have RGB. And that's why it came out so good with this. And I kind of want to it's not that it's it was bad, but I kind of would like to get HDMI cables for my old systems, like you said, Brian, because it's just so many things being connected to one another, and it'll just be a whole mess, And if there's one thing I absolutely despise is cable clutter. It's not too bad where my setup is. No RGB SCART on GameCube. Yeah, that's weird. Why does that happen? Why did that happen back then? And it's sad too that there's no RGB SCART in general for N64. You have to really do a hack it or do a mod on it. And I'm not good at modding. I see a lot of channels. I think it's Retro GB or something like that. I think the channel's called, who does mods. We don't get SCART natively on anything without mods here though. We have component on some that's pretty close. Yeah, the component. Are you talking about the red, green and blue cables? HDMI splitter would be ideal if you got all converters. I do actually have a HDMI splitter actually. It's actually connected to my Elgato. And I've what do I have connected there? I have the PS4, the Switch, and I think also it's my Mega Drive one, just to see how well it actually comes up. Yeah, I do have that. It's a 3-1, 3 HDMI slots. All I have to do is press a button for each console. But yeah, as I was saying about repro carts, right? Another thing that a little difference is as well, not just with the front logo. I actually like the front logo of that with Conker in there holding the pint. Mikey, are you actually interested in doing this game with me? Gotta go, buddy. Take care. Back to clean, but it was good. So good to see you. Keep it up on your channel. Thanks very much, Brian. Same with yourself. You do some awesome streams, man. And even though it's really late for me watching the streams, I do like to be on the live chat for you. Same with another great channel, I think, Gamer Thumb TV. He does some awesome streams. Like the other thing is, it's the back. If you kind of see there, the like you won't really think about it first if you kind of look at it, but there is actually a little bit of a difference in the back of this one. And I'll just pick up another car here that I got. Another great game. Wrong way. Diddy Kong Racing. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, Mikey, you want to join up in that? Can't get bad for it. Oh, yeah, man. But yeah, if you kind of look at this one here, and like I'll turn around there. There's hopefully the camera can focus here. Yeah, see how like put that there, and this one here. Do you kind of see the bit of difference? I know the camera isn't that great, but this is the fake logo. This is the real one. I think on this one it says Europe and Canada, made in Japan. Whereas this one it just says NUS Euro, which is just like the PAL cart. And that's kind of weird too, because on this cart here it says it's a European cart, even though at the back it kind of says Canada 1. I don't know what the hell is that about. Well, yeah, I'm thinking maybe I might get Mario Party 3 as a repro cart. Because I would like to get like a lot of the Mario Party games and actually play them on the channel. Like with myself, Mikey, and Niall. It'll be funny as hell. Because Mario Party is always great crack. Friendship Enders, yeah, they kind of are. Like, it's kind of like Mario Kart. Kind of like Mario Kart. Like if you really fuck each other over, like with a blue shell or whatever. But Mario Party can be a friendship ender. Actually, Mikey, we did like we didn't record it, but like me, you, how much is that going for? Well, Mario Party 3. Let me have a look here. Like I'm looking at a listing on eBay. It was a repro cart, and it's €23, which isn't too bad, but it's coming from China, and I'm having my doubts about it. But Mario Party 3 is like going for a little over €100. It's a bit steep now. Like the highest I would pay for a game would be like 50 or 60. And like I think Mario Party 6 and 7 around that route as well, like 50, 60 euro, which won't be too bad. Like I feel like most of the Mario Parties anyway, I have like 1, 2, like Mario Party 4. Want to get Mario Party 5. That's actually not a bad one. I think that goes for around 30, 40, which is a decent price. Oh, excuse me, didn't want to burp in the mic. Some Mario Parties on the Wii, I have 8 and 9. I don't have Mario Party 10 on the Wii U. Actually, I have very little games for the Wii U. Well, I only have, what do I have there? Mario Kart 8, Super Mario 3D World, which I think is going to be ported to the Switch eventually. And if that happens, I might trade that in. And I also got the first Mario Maker. That's it. Because like I'm holding off on like if there's going to be like ports of Legend of Zelda Wind Waker coming to the Switch or whatnot, or even Twilight Princess. I would like to get them on the Switch. And like even Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, that was ported to the Switch, and I'll have to get that eventually because I do like Donkey Kong games. Actually, not long ago, Gamertone TV was streaming the first Donkey Kong Country. Oh, such a good game. I actually have it there in my small SNES collection. This is a good chat talking about games, old games and such. Yeah, I'm just looking at my collection here. I think I have more PS2 games than PS3. I don't know. I have a fair bit of collection now. Can I actually move the camera? But I know, Mikey, you've been in my apartment recently. Back when we were watching like AEW, yourself and Niall. Niall has been in there twice. Well, I would like to do like more stuff for my apartment. Like make it like it is a man cave, as in Donkey Kong Country 2 is my fave. Yeah, a lot of people say that's a good one too. You know, it's really funny that, you know, with Donkey Kong Country, that like the first 3 games, Donkey Kong is only playable in the first game, which is pretty damn funny. Tropical Freeze is good. Tropical Freeze is where you play as Cranky Kong, right? And he has like he does the pogo cane thing like Scrooge McDuck. I like that. Actually, that's a game I kind of want to do a stream on. Actually, DuckTales Remastered. Get playing that. That actually might be the next one because I did make the thumbnail for it. Donkey Kong Country 2, yeah, that was where you play as Diddy Kong and Dixie. No, sorry, I'm just being reminded of a video from Dorkley about Donkey Kong Country 2, where Dixie comes up and says, Diddy, Donkey's been captured by Captain K. Rool. I have that for both Wii U and Switch and played fuck all of it. But anyway, the video was like Dixie going, Diddy, Donkey's been captured by Captain K. Rool. My god, Donkey Kong's gone then. Can I declare this Diddy Kong Country? And he starts being evil. Oh, you can't stop laughing at it. It's like the alternate ending to Donkey Kong Country 2. And the one line I loved from it was like, no longer will I be treated like a mere sidekick waiting for that oversized oaf to bring me out of a barrel. Yeah, Donkey Kong Country. I said, Mikey, would you be interested in doing them games with me? Like, do you know what? I've actually the one on the Wii as well. Donkey Kong Country Returns. That's a good one too. Like, I'm trying to think what other games that I want to play, but, you know, I kind of want to say for Love Dorkly. Hey, Jerry. That's a good one too. Bowser Wants Real Guns. That's a good one. Yeah, I'm trying, just like, yeah, there is a lot of games I want to do on the channel. Like, just say this out to everyone. Yeah, I played that. Ah, awesome. Yeah, like I was saying, yeah, there are some games I want to play in the channel, but at the same time, there's some games I'm holding off because I kind of want to do them with my friend Mikey and Niall. Like I've been onto them. Mikey, you can confirm this. I've been onto them, and you know, I've been showing them a list of games that, you know, I think would be, you know, good as let's plays with, you know, each other. Mikey, there's one I'm surprised with that you said you didn't want to do was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like Turtles in Time. Like, I don't mind that, like, if you're not interested in that, but kind of surprised because that's a really good beat 'em up. Like, as in, like, the original Ninja Turtles on Nintendo. Oh my god, that game. Like, some people I've watched actually complete it. I think Scouse Mouse actually played it and completed it. And he got through the, you know, the underwater part with the electric seaweed. Yeah, he got through that fairly good. And then, like, I have that game over there. Like, it's on a shelf over there. Don't know if you can see it. Maybe I can actually tilt the monitor here. Yes. Oh, the chat's covering it. Fuck. But like a shelf over there, like, has all my Sega Mega Drive games and has some of my, you know, DS, 3DS games, and then there's like a small little stack of NES games. Yeah, with beat 'em ups, kind of only ever like Streets of Rage series. Have you ever played? Sorry, let me tilt the monitor to the middle there. Have you ever played Turtles in Time, or even like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade? Which I actually saw Gamertone TV got the bloody arcade 1-up cabinet of. I would love one of them. But where to put it though? Like, my apartment is pretty good, but, you know, it's kind of small for something like that. Yeah, but beat 'em up's kind of only ever liked Streets of Rage series. Yeah, I did. Yeah, Streets of Rage. Yeah, like, that would be my top favorite beat 'em ups. But Ninja Turtles is like a close second. And the other one I like, Mikey, I know you're not really interested in this one. I'm probably going to do that at some point on the channel. I do have the thumbnail made for that as well, is Golden Axe. Alien Zone, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Just have a little hangout and chat about anything. Yeah, I just didn't get the same buzz of like with Streets of Rage, picking up weapons and swinging. Fucking hate Golden Axe. Can I ask why? Can I ask why do you hate Golden Axe? I think it's a good game. Like, you've probably played it already, have you? Or like back then. Like, I still have the cartridge that. Hold on, I'll get it on me Mega Drive actually. Yeah, this is the cartridge I have. Like, I had this since my childhood. The which has Revenge of Shinobi, Streets of Rage, and Golden Axe. That's probably one of the favorite cartridges I have for the Mega Drive. Still holding up well. I think the colors faded off a little bit on it. Well, yeah, that's probably one of my favorites. Don't know, just found it boring. You and I cleared the first one in your old apartment in oh yeah, we did. Yeah. Yeah, no, I liked it. No, like even like I know it's kind of like not like Streets of Rage where you pick up weapons. But the one thing I did like in it was like where you go on the dragon. You know, you get the dragon or what was the other thing? It's called Chicken Leg. Weird name. Funny enough, actually, that creature, the Chicken Leg character, I think that's what it's called. He's on the title screen of Altered Beast. If you take a close look at it. Yeah, there's still like some Sega games that want to play in the channel at some point. As my chat's saying I have 0 viewers. I don't know. Can I update that? Now Shinobi, that's my motherfucking jam. Yeah, you like Shinobi. Yeah. Didn't you say to me when I did Revenge of Shinobi in the channel that you're saying, oh man, I would have loved to do that Let's Play. No, you have 5 viewers. Yes, for some reason, like I have the restream chat beside the preview window, and it's saying I have 0 viewers. I've Altered Beast for Commodore 64. Wait, you have a Commodore 64, Mike? Yeah, when I did Revenge of Shinobi like fucking ages ago on my channel, didn't you say you wanted to join that and I already had the Let's Play done? I kind of felt bad about that, to be honest with you. Again, that's why I go to you and like say, oh, what other games you want to be, you know, part of a Let's Play of? Oh shit, yeah, well it's my dad's, mine now. Oh, nice. Jeez, that's an old thing now. Like I'm looking at my my shelf unit I have for my consoles, and it's nearly pretty full up actually. I'm trying to think where the hell am I going to put the PlayStation 5 when it comes out, and when I get it. Yeah. No, like I am looking forward to the PlayStation 5. I can't wait to see what the console looks like. I say the console actually looks good. What do you think of the controller? The controller actually looks nice. I can't wait to see like different colors of the controller. You know that pic I put up for suicide awareness as a kid at a computer? You can see the Commodore 64. Oh, that was it. And she's still going. Oh yeah, I do remember that pic. Dang, dude. It's yours now. Jeez, that's something else. I don't know, what was the oldest console I ever played? I think it was the NES. I think that was the oldest console I played in my childhood. I don't know now. Because I don't recall. Fucked if I know if it's in the attic. It's a bastard to load in games. They're fucking cassettes. Like, yeah, I know them. The cassettes, yeah, Jesus Christ. I remember watching Angry Video Game Nerd. He's got a lot of that old shit. Freaking love Angry Video Game Nerd. Kind kind of one of the big YouTubers who you know, started the whole gaming shit on YouTube. Really, I think you gotta give it to him, and he's still going after all these years, and he still puts out very good content. That's another game I have it on do I have it on Steam? Or do I have it on like a wish list? Is Angry Video Game Nerd Adventures. Oh, now my chat thing's updated saying I have 3 viewers. Yeah, it's pretty unreliable here. Jeez, I'm questioning now about my previous streams. Like they're saying, like a lot of times saying I get no viewers, and there probably is viewers like when I'm like see it on YouTube or whatever. But that's the thing. What I do is when I stream, I always close my web browser because it would take a lot of CPU usage. And I just have like just OBS open, and that's it. Like what am I looking at here? My CPU usage is at 13%. Yeah, it's still going fairly well. And like I've no drop frames, and I've very good internet connection. So yeah, I won't have any problem with you know, the stream buffering or anything like that. We had a good collection, like probably worth some money. Ghosts and Goblins and Wonder Boy were top. Good games in the collection. One of my favorites was the Yogi vs. Rescue Bird. Oh god. Yeah, I don't remember playing Commodore 64 back in the day. Or anyone who really had it. Like like back when I was a young lad, mainly like the consoles that, you know, that my friends would have would have been like the Sega Mega Drive or PlayStation 1. They were like the big ones really. And then in the middle there was like N64. Like I don't think I really knew too many who had the Super Nintendo. Which was sad because, you know, Super Nintendo was a great console. Have Short Circuit as well. And Restream is saying, I've received 100 messages today in Restream chat. Awesome. Yeah, that's another thing that, yeah, Owlad loved his text, so we had all consoles really. Nice. Yeah, my parents weren't really big into gaming. My brother, he was like the Sega Mega Drive that I have now is technically my brother's. That's what he got from back then. And then we got the PlayStation 1 together. Then I remember on one birthday I got the N64 with Mario 64 and GoldenEye. That was probably one of my favorite birthday presents I ever got. Yeah, you gotta love the N64, even though the controller is a bit of a pain. Like, it's an awkward controller. But, you know, even back then, like I said, didn't really have too much problems holding it. We didn't have SNES, cousins had it, and we had the Sega, so when we'd go to the grannies, the two would be hooked up, used to be Savage Crack. Nice. Nice. Yeah, like, my cousins, from both sides of the family, fucking odd job. You know, little story for you. I think around my 7th or 8th birthday, we did like my family had like this holiday caravan, and I like the N64 hooked up to it, and me and my friends, we went there and we played some GoldenEye multiplayer. Thankfully, no one chose fucking odd job. Yeah, but going back to what you're saying, Mike. My cousins now, they didn't have like the SNES. Like both sides of the family, it was Sega Mega Drive, and I remember one other side of the family had the PlayStation 1, which how I got introduced to Crash Bandicoot, I think. Or I think it was the other side. I think my cousins from one side of the family had the PS1, they had Crash Bandicoot 1, whereas the mother side of the family had my cousins owning PlayStation 1, and they had Crash Bandicoot 2, which was pretty much my favourite Crash Bandicoot out of the original 3. So I'm just holding this controller here. Holding it now, it's actually not bad. It's just this analog stick. I think that's the analog stick. Like I said, I don't know, like I just saw an image of it. It's like someone holding the controller like this. I don't know, kind of weird. Well, it's kind of awkward with, like I hold it like that, and I just use my thumb for the middle stick here. Man, I would love to play some N64 games on the channel. It's just I have to get that HDMI cable. At the moment in Amazon, it's out of stock. And with this whole lockdown going on, I say they won't be back in stock for quite a while. Like, I was lucky to get that Sega Mega Drive one. Yeah, I was lucky to get that one. Like, it arrived just when I think the lockdown was just beginning. So hopefully when the whole lockdown ends, they'll have it back in stock. And I'll get it then. Because there's so many games I have on the... Oh no. My cousin's got Crash. He got Pac-Man World Christmas 2000. And we ended up playing the shit out of Pac-Man while our old pair were gone out for New Year's. Pure hidden gem. Yeah, Mike, I actually have Pac-Man World there in my... Oh, you know that. Because we briefly played it together, like, when I was in that old apartment. Also, I think I got Pac-Man World 2 on the GameCube. Which you showed me. It's actually a pretty good game. That's another game you want to join in on Let's Play of. I forgot about that. Pac-Man World. Funny enough as well, did you see that on PlayStation 4 there's a Pac-Man, what was it, Championship Edition or some shit? Like it's like kind of remade of the original Pac-Man. I have 3 for PS2 as well. What's 3 like? Is 3 good? Yeah, but there's like this Pac-Man World Championship Edition, I think it's called. And it's free on PlayStation 4. Downloaded it. Something retro on the old thing. Yeah, Pac-Man. I didn't know there was didn't really know there was a third one, actually. Interesting. The only one game I want to get on the GameCube, actually, I saw like some gameplay of it, and I think even Brian Trusty, who was in the chat not long ago, mentioned it to me. Wario World, where it's like it's the 3D Wario games. Like it kind of plays like the the Wario Land games a bit, but 3D. Not as good too. It's amazing. Remember we were playing it before you started YouTube in my apartment. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that was a decent game. Legends of Wrestling series is a good one to have as well. Oh yeah, I played that, which is, well, that was tits. That was with that like crazy roster, and like the cage was like really fucking huge, wasn't it? So I'm just checking something here now. Looking at my phone here. I'll see some YouTubers that I watch are going live. Legends of Wrestling, yeah. Yeah, I remember playing that with you. That was a good game. I think I borrowed that off you one time. Yeah, so that's mainly what I'm kind of planning for, once I get some odd accessories for my retro consoles, play more play more Nintendo. I haven't really played Nintendo on the channel, really. Like, I think the only Nintendo game, well, bar some streams. I remember me and you streamed the SNES Classic. I streamed Mario Maker 2. And I played Luigi's Mansion 1 and 3. And Pokemon Sword as well. That was another one. Yeah, I already played any, like, Nintendo on the channel. Like mainly Mario games, like the main Mario series. And Mikey, you told me you were interested in joining me with that. So that's why I'm pulling that off. Oh, speaking of Luigi's Mansion, just show you here. Love this t-shirt. Yeah, Luigi's Mansion, I love that game. Like, I have all three of them. Luigi's Mansion 3 was good. It was a good game, but I think definitely my top favorite Luigi's Mansion is the first one. I think that atmosphere in the first one was just so good. Whereas like Luigi's Mansion 2, Dark Moon, it was okay, but I just didn't like the whole linear gameplay and you're doing missions really. And then Luigi's Mansion 3 was like, it was a nice little mix of both. It was a nice little mix of both. Yeah, I'm just trying to think of what other GameCube games are good. Oh, I'll tell you what was a good GameCube game. Mikey, I think you have this as well, don't you? Double Dash. Mario Kart Double Dash. That's probably my favourite Mario Kart. That's another kind of thing we should do together as well. Mario Kart. Have like a 3-player. No, just trying to think in terms of Mario Party though. If we were to do like videos of that, like if it was like myself, you and Niall playing Mario Party, then we would have like to have a fourth, like a CPU player, and like having like a certain difficulty. Like I know Game Grumps, like they recently did Mario Party 2. It's just the two of them, and what they did was they chose Wario and Donkey Kong. You don't want none, son. But yeah, they chose Wario and Donkey Kong, and they made Wario really hard and Donkey Kong, easy difficulty. Like they made him pure shite. I'm sure Brady be game. Maybe. If he's up for it. I remember the one time. Remember we were playing at I think it was at your house. We were playing what's the first Mario Party? Or was it the one on GameCube? I forget which one, but Brady was like it was his turn and I think it's like he was a space away from. Oh, of course he would. Oh, awesome. But I think it's like Brady was like one space away from a Bowser space, and Brady was just like, watch me get a 1. And he got a 1. I was like pissing my pants laughing. It was so funny. I blew Shelly a big style, Mark. Yeah, I freaking love Double Dash. Mario Kart Double Dash. That was a great game. I'm surprised a lot of my GameCube games actually work. Because I'd say some of them actually have some odd little marks on the discs. But that was a good console too, the GameCube. Very underrated, I think. That was a savage night. The citron bombs, oh my god. The monster citron bombs. I haven't seen the monster citron in a while actually. That was a nice flavour. You didn't like them, Mike? I thought they were nice. The monster citron bombs, yeah, they were nice, I thought. Yeah, judging by the emoticons you have there, you didn't like them. Jeez, I wonder actually, what would this be like with a bit of Jaeger? Something you might try. We could try that. At the time their class, the next day though, heads were not right the following morning. Oh yeah. Yeah, we could test that out. Jaeger with that flavour monster. Oh shit, Mark, get the crate. Do you have that green monster in Dunn Stores actually? In your shop? What do you mean try it? What do you mean by try? We are. I suppose that's what you mean, Brady. Yeah, that'd be class. Just again, I really need to get that HDMI cable because I would love to do more Nintendo shit on the channel. Like lately, I've been doing a lot of PlayStation 2. No, but I know a few people. No, but petrol station up the road sells it. Yeah. There's only 2 places I know that sell the Green Monster. It's lovely though. Yeah, like lately I've been doing a lot of PlayStation 2 on the channel. Like it's just so handy because I have like the PS3 with the backwards compatibility for both, and I have a fair collection of PlayStation 2 games and PS3. I say it'd be tashed. It might. Or what about Ultra Blue? We could test some flavors. Yeah, another monster I do like as well. Have you ever had the punch flavor, which is like the purple can? I kind of like it. It's nice and fruity. Just thinking what else could I do on the channel in terms of Let's Plays more than streams. Definitely more Nintendo I want to do. It looked like a warp pipe. Yeah, just yeah, I did get some one-off suggestion to play, and funny enough, I do have the thumbnail made for it. Is Mega Man 2. Like I did the first Mega Man on the channel via the the Legacy Collection, and I might do the same with Mega Man 2. Yeah, and actually another game that I've been thinking of playing on the channel as well. I think I have it over there. Yeah, I do. It's on my shelf. Boogerman. If you played that game, you remind me of the Hobbit from Lord of the Rings. What? Okay, that's the first. I remind you of the Hobbit from Lord of the Rings. What? I'm not a tiny lad though. Well, I won't say I'm a very tall lad, but average size. Yeah, that's the first now. Alien Zone. Oh yeah, speaking of there's one Sega game I want to get from my collection actually. Comic Zone. If you played that game, that's a really good game. Like even though I have the it's a compliment. Okay, yeah, it's the mop. The mop. Yeah, my hair is getting pretty long. But yeah, like even though I have like the Sega Mega Drive Mini, I do want to still like collect games like for my original console. Like there's still some I want to get. Like there's one cartridge that I saw that it's like a 4-in-1. Has Gunstar Heroes, Altered Beast, I think Alex Kidd, and the other one was Flicky. The little blue bird from Sonic. Like he had his own game. It was like kind of like a little arcade game as well. Yeah, I want to get that cartridge. It's pretty good. And no Rolo to the rescue. Oh god, Mike. That fucking game. Maybe I might get it for my collection. God, when we played that over here, we even put on the fucking projector for it, like over there. I haven't used that projector in a while. The last time I used it was watching WrestleMania 36. Did you know this Earth is actually donut shaped? Okay. Oh yeah, speaking of Face of Disgust on Nile. Yeah. That was so funny. Yeah, just Alien Zone. I don't know why your name's reminding me of the fact that we're getting a remaster of Destroy All Humans. That'll be good. I think it's coming out for the Switch, isn't it? I actually have to look that up. Yeah, Destroy All Humans remake. Let me look it up here. And the other thing that's coming out as well, that's coming out in July. In June, there's a SpongeBob game that's coming out on the Switch as well. Like, it's Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. Do you know if you're... Oh, Christ. No Switch release, unfortunately. Still I might get it, though. That was a fun game. Like, I remember I played it at a friend's place. Yeah, that was a pretty fun game. And then, yeah, like I said, SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. That looks pretty funny. I heard that game is actually pretty good on PS2 and GameCube and Xbox. Even though, like, I never really played it, but I've seen the gameplay of it. I don't know where to get that. I'm thinking about it. I think that's coming out. That's coming out next month, actually. Yeah, aliens wish not to destroy humans. We are fascinated by it. Right. Yeah, I'm just speaking of my Switch, actually, I think I'm really running low on my my space on it. I think I've like only 100 or so megabyte left. And once that's filled up, then I can just put my SD card in that I have saved up for. I think it's like 512 gigabyte. Yeah, it looks cool. I think was their hit and run. I'm definitely picking it up. It's Patrick. Yeah, look, I think it was their hit and run. Yeah, it was their hit and run. I think it was. Yeah. It's Patrick. Have you heard of the sound of Saturn? Sega Saturn? It is one of the strangest noises in the solar system. Yeah, I'll have to think about where to get it. No, but I've... Oh, God, Mike. Yeah, better watch out for Mike here. He's quick with the old, comebacks. Or quirps. Yeah, but... I'm trying to think here. Just show you, actually. I showed you that, Mike, did you? The, Brady's face. The Retrobit N64 controllers. Let's just show you what they're like. Oh, until I get it here. Uranus is also a strange sounding planet. Yeah, it is. Don't know if how well this will come up on my phone. I know I could like do like yeah, it's pretty cool looking, man. Yeah. Until I get look at it there. Yeah, it's picking up alright in the camera. What do you think of that? Compared to this. See it? It doesn't look bad, actually. And it's going to be wireless as well. And it has receivers for your USB and N64. So I can't wait for that. And then I think it's like what? The Z trigger is right there. See how it's circled? They would be pretty cool to have. Like I might get like 4 of them for like for the N64. Prefer the original for nostalgia. Yeah, I get what you mean. I think they did, like I said, they did do one of the original controller, but it takes like AAA batteries or 3 AA batteries, I think. And yeah, I don't know about that. And yeah, I'd rather have like a controller with a chargeable battery. Like I'll show you the Retrobit ones that I have. Mikey, you've seen them before, but I'll just show you here. Get them out of me drawer. That's actually handy. The little shelving unit I have has like 2 little drawers for storing my controllers, but Sound of Saturn sounds like the screams of 100,000 trillion souls. Okay then. This is the one I have here. By Retrobit. It's the one for the original Sega Mega Drive. Like, I still have them in the box, just take them out when I want to use them. But, no, actually I won't open that one, I'll open the other one. But it's a good one now. Like, it plays very well on the Mega Drive. And it has like a long cable. That's what really sold me on it. Yeah, I like this one now. It's got that clear blue. Yeah, it's a pretty cool one. I think there was one I seen that was like clear black. That wouldn't be bad either. Yeah, that's it there. I always did like, you know something. I know my logo is the original 3-button Sega controller, but I prefer the 6-button one. It's just really comfortable, I think. And you got like your XYZ there as well. And you also got that mode button. I was confused on what the mode button does, but I think what it is that for some games you have to like hold it down to use the 6 buttons. Like one example I can think of that you need the 6-button controller. Well, mainly with fighting games, of course. Yeah, I love that color controller, man. Yeah, it's a really cool one. Like, when I get the wireless ones, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to get the black one, like the original black one. I'm going to get the clear blue one as well. I'm still going to hold on to these as well. Actually, you remind me of Bilbo Baggins and Tony, I suppose you say Tony Hawk inseminated the sister of, oh my god. Mode button calls in the oh my god. Calls in the cops. No, yeah, but what it was, I think another example of a game, yeah, other than fighting games, was the only one I could think of is Batman Forever, because that plays like a side-scrolling fighting game. That's like made by Acclaim, who did like the Sega ports of like the other ports of Mortal Kombat. Like that was like, I always called that Mortal Kombat, man. Jesus Christ, like I don't know, I have like a guilty pleasure for that game. It's just funny to play. Yeah, I love some Tony Hawk, but he's no Ram Mercury. Yeah, but yeah, it is a nice color. Yeah, I'm still gonna hold on to these, even though I'm gonna get the like the wireless ones. They're good to have. I do have like the original 6-button ones as well. You know, it's really funny that CEX don't take in Sega Mega Drive stuff. Lately they've they're only taking in like the SNES. That's the oldest thing that you can really trade in and buy from them is Super Nintendo. Then there's N64 as well. I actually got a game from CEX not long ago. Well, before it closed because of the whole lockdown. Until I put this back. I always like putting them back in the box. It's like it's good to keep them in good shape. Yeah, I can't wait to get the wireless ones. Even like to play, like do let's plays of Sega games on the channel. To use them controllers. My favorite version is Mortal Kombat. Is okay. Mortal Kombat. Yeah, I'm just gonna put them there. But I'll show you one recent N64 games I got. It's actually a real game, really. Is it like a knockoff? I know there's like AVGN did that video actually. He did a video on Mortal Kombat rip-offs. Some of them are just so fucking funny. Well, yeah, I was going on about Batman Forever. That's one of my guilty pleasure games. It's just so funny. Like it's basically a side-scrolling Mortal Kombat. And, you know, I think really having a 6-button controller for that is essential to have. I'm not into that shit. Alien Zone, I'm not into that. But it's essential to have a controller like that, because I remember playing Batman Forever with the 3-button controller. You have to press B and C to use the grapple. Whereas, like, if you have the 6-button controller, yeah, just press X and it uses the grapple. It was such an awkward game, but for some reason I love it. But I'll show you the recent N64 game I got in CEX. It was like for €4. I said, fuck it. It's down to profit. Sega games had a mass production in comparison to Nintendo. Didn't make as many cartridges, so more rare and in turn worth more money. Yeah, I can see your point, Mike. Yeah, that's a true statement right there. But I'll show you what I got, Mike. If I can find it. Oh, God. It's around here somewhere. Ah, yeah, I think I found it. Yeah, I just had to go through the line of N64 games, and when I saw like oh, There's No Mercy, yeah, that's where I have the wrestling games. This. I don't know why. I just said, you know, it was cheap. I might as well get it. Yeah, there's some wrestling games I want to get for the N64 actually. I'm not getting Backstage at all because I heard that game is absolute garbage. But I do want to get what's it, World Tour? What is that? It's WCW NWO Revenge. Like the only WCW game I have is Mayhem on PS1. That was alright. And like there was even back then, remember when WWF Attitude was out? There was like the whole WCW's answer to No Mercy, and also very good. Me and Owen rented that for a week from oh my god, Chartbusters, and played the whole out it one summer. Yeah, I was reading that like before I bought it. Like I was like looking it up on my phone. I was like, is this any good? I like your fridge. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I got like little Mario magnets, and them Sonic ones there, they're made out of beads. I actually won them in a giveaway on Facebook. I think it was around the time when there was the Sonic's 24th anniversary, I think. Yeah, I won them in a giveaway, and another thing I won as well, if it's actually here. Oh yeah, it is. It's this little Sonic USB. It's only like 4 gigabyte USB drive, but I won that as well with it. And I think the other thing that I won with it was a no, that was a different giveaway I won. I won a History of Sonic book which was around the 25th anniversary. I'm not sure if I still have that here. I think it might be at my mother's place. Like a lot of things. Yeah, so that was my recent N64 game that I got. WCW, NWO. So yeah, I think I did a good little pickup there. I want to see what World Tour is like actually as well. If that's a good one to get. And there was another one, I was speaking about WWF Attitude. Remember there was like a lot of clone games of that. I think there was an ECW one, wasn't there? Like they just you could sell these. They are likely worth a lot. I will buy them from you, but I don't have I only have Exodium, which is a space-based currency. Okay then. Just jeez, I've a lot on my table here. I got I don't want to brag here, but I got a very kick-ass tail. Got locally in Argus. I have put up pictures of it in my Instagram. There. Anarchy Rules. I have it. What was it called? I thought it was there was Anarchy Rules, and wasn't there one called Hardcore something? Maybe I'm wrong. Anarchy Rules. Yeah, that was definitely one. Wasn't there a second one? I'm trying to think here now. You know, one game, like I have stated before when we were talking about WWE Battlegrounds, actually one game I want to get for PS3 is Hardcore Revolution, Half Day 2. Awesome. That was N64, wasn't it? Or was it PS1? Because I recall it being on N64. I could be wrong. And I think Anarchy Rules was PS1 if I remember. But yeah, one game I want to get on PS3 actually. I didn't get it, but Mike, I think you had it at one point. WWE All Stars. I want to get that for my PS3 collection. Got them in Toy City in that loan for £5. Oh my god, Toy City. Remember that? God, I missed that. Oh my god. But I have them for PS1. Ah, you will. Which would be better to have, on PS1 or N64? Like, I think, for example, with WWF Attitude and Warzone, yeah, have that for PS3. Yeah, I want to get that for PS3, you know, just to have for my collection. Well, play it a bit as well, because that's a fun game. Still not sure about Battlegrounds, but I'll just wait for reviews. But yeah, like with games like WWF Attitude and Warzone, I side with the PS1 versions. Like, especially, remember the bloody story mode or championship mode in Warzone with the promos that the wrestlers cut. You can clearly see, like, some of them, like British Bulldog. He was clearly looking at a prompter, like I think that tells you like what to say. Like, he was like reading his lines off it. Tipping up on a Friday evening, badgering the old one to buy me another WWE figure. The memories. Oh my god. I still have a lot of the WWE figures in my mother's place. No, the one thing I remember from Toy City back in the day. Remember they had the Crash Bandicoot figures? Do you remember that? I had a heap of them, and to this day I regret, you know, opening them out of their packages, and because they were fragile as fuck. What did I had pretty much all of them. I'd Airplane Crash, I'd Scuba Crash, I had Coco on her jet ski. Who else did I have? I'd Dingodile, I'd Engine, and I'd Entropy, who came with Uka Uka. And with Uka Uka, if you had the Cortex figure, best toy shop ever. Yeah, it was class. But if you had the Cortex figure from the previous wave, you can actually slap the Uka Uka mask on him, because like on the back of the mask was like a face print of Cortex. Actually, speaking of, Mikey, I know you've seen them anyway because you were in my apartment. If you're just joining, I'm not gone. Actually, wait one sec. Sorry that I'm like showing off a lot of shit in my and chat. You have a secret? Well, I'm a stranger to you, so okay then. I'm not gonna read that out. But you can clearly see it on my fucking stream. But I'll show you here. Look at these figures. I think they're very well detailed. Like, if the camera can pick it up there. Mikey, yeah, Mikey, you're right. He's not. He's having a laugh. But yeah, these are the figures I'm about. I had this one back then, and what happened to him, I think, was his arm broke when I first had him. But I'm keeping this one in the package because these are worth hundreds. And I was lucky with some listings on eBay. Like, I got this lad, how much did I get him? I got him pretty cheap actually. But I've seen him go for about $200. For real. And I think I got him for 50? I think it was 50 I got him for. It was a good deal. Like, I won an auction in it. You're pretending, yeah, alright. And this is the other one that I had back then. Scuba Crash. And what's cool as well with these figures as well. Oh, can you even see it? Don't know if you can, but in there is a blue gem. And there's a blue gem. And with High Flying Crash, this one's called. You know, when I first got this, I thought it was crash when he was on his motorbike. No, this is when he's in the plane. And funny enough, he actually comes with his, Wampa Bazooka, which is pretty cool. And, Aku Aku. And, yeah, I think you say there. It's covered by the scarf. How much for just the blue gem? I'm not saying it, but I think I might have... You know what, actually? Alien Zone, you just reminded me. I think I might still have the gems for them figures from back then. I think I might still have the gems. I think there was the blue, red, orange... blue, red, orange... What was it? Dark grey. And the clear emerald, which is right here with this crash here. It's covered by... Hold on. I'm kind of afraid that the fucking bubble of this would actually pop off. It will lessen its value. But if you see it in there... Sorry, no. £10. But yeah, see it there? It's a clear gem. That was pretty cool that they actually came with gems. Like, I'll show you this is the back of the package. I'm like doing a figure review right now, but I'm not going to open these. I'll tell you that, I'm not opening these. These are going to be here till the day I die. I'll tell you that now. And whoever gets these figures when I go, they'll make a bucket off these. Or maybe, or I know, if I'm like in a very bad financial crisis, I'll try and sell these. I don't know. But I would like to get more of them though. Like if Arago dibs. I don't know, maybe. But I'll show you the back here. Right. These are all the figures I had. Well, I didn't get this 2-pack here. The language is backwards. Are you sure these are real copies? Is my camera all flipped? Because I'm looking here and it seems that my camera is like, all good here. It's like when you're watching it here, is my camera like flipped horizontally? Yeah, because I think I was rewatching one of my live hangouts. I think for some reason when I live stream, oh my god. Yeah, for some reason on OBS here, like I did flip it horizontally, and hold on one sec. Hold on. Alright, that's new to me now, because I'm looking at OBS and the preview. I thought you moved the apartment around at first. Oh shit. Okay. Lesson learned. But hold on now. Because I'm looking at OBS's preview and it's showing the camera the right way. Hold on until I flip it. There we go. How are we now? Because that annoys me. Look, it's... Oh my god. All this time I've been recording for nearly 2 hours, and for ye, the camera was flipped horizontally. Now for me, I'm looking at it, it's the wrong way, and for ye, it's the right way. That's so fucking weird. That's fucking weird to me now. That fucks with my head. But anyways, yeah. But now the chat's now covering it on me now. Covering the figure. But there you go. There are all the figures there. Now you can show the shelf. Oh yeah, I can actually. And my 2 pillows. I'm still wanting to get the world heavyweight title of them pillows. I think maybe when I go to Dublin, because I think that wrestling shop in Dublin has that in stock, doesn't it? Oh, excuse me. The one thing I'm trying to avoid a lot now is burping in the mic. So that's how the apartment is supposed to look, yeah. Yeah. Oh, God. Anyways, as I was saying, figures. That 2-pack there with, I missed the fridge chat is in the way. Oh, is it? Okay. Yeah, it's so weird now. Yart. Yeah, that 2-pack here, that's a really rare one to get. And I had pretty much all of that wave back then. All the figures were really breakable. Like, they were very fragile. The only figure that wasn't really breakable was Dingodile. because he was a bulky bastard. Whereas I think really the most fragile of the lot was Entropy. And out of all of them here, if you look on eBay now, Entropy and Dingodile are worth the most. And I'll just show you here. There's the first wave. You got Tiny, you got Dr. Neo Cortex, Komodo Mo. No Komodo Joe, sadly. You got regular Coco, you got Jetboard Crash, and Jetpack Crash. Yeah. Also, I'll put these guys back. And I'll actually show you the other two I have. Ugh. I want to keep them safe. Sorry, no, one sec, guys. See the burp coming. Oh, excuse me. Who is the girl Crash? Coco. Yeah, so... Oh, jeez, that didn't fall. Oh, shit. Sorry, I'm really careful with these. So, this is from... These are the two figures I have from wave 1. Okay. Okay, then. Right, this is from wave 1. Dr. Neo Cortex. And and with the first wave, he actually comes with the crystals. And it's funny, there's like it's a black crystal, which is very odd. You think like if they came with crystals, it would be all the one color, because in the games there were pink crystals. But yeah, there's Dr. Neo Cortex. Always did want this figure back then as well. Like, it had all like Dingodile, Engine, and Entropy. And I was like, yeah, I want Dr. Neo Cortex, but it was hard to get him. So yeah, that's Dr. Neo Cortex, and yeah, there's all the figures there, close up. Yeah, I want to get Tiny. I say Tiny's a good figure. I say he's like Dingodile. He's a bulky figure that won't break easily. Yeah, but that's Dr. Neo Cortex, and the other one I have is, I think I was lucky with this one though, because this one goes for a good price as well on eBay. And I got this guy for $35. I shit you not. Fucking tiny. But it's Jetboard Crash. And that was like Crash in his original look. And he comes with Jetboard. And it's cool too, he comes with a Wampa Fruit, like with Cortex. I remember when me and you, Mikey, we were streaming Crash Insane Trilogy. You were asking what the hell is the orange thing next to Cortex. It looks like a Dragon Ball. What crystal does he come with, actually? Like 350. Where is the crystal with this guy? Bear with me now. Oh, there it is. It's behind there. It's behind there. I think you can clearly see it. The little labels there for that crate. Right there. Yeah, but if you see right in there, if the camera can pick it up, you see a crystal. It's a green crystal as well. I think the only figure that comes with the pink crystal or purple crystal is Tiny. I think Tiny comes with that color. But yeah, these figures are worth a bomb online. I'm glad I got them for, you know, such lucky prices. But the one I've seen go for the most though was Dingodile, and there's a listing of them there on eBay. £600, like mint in package. Like, fuck off. I am not paying that for a fucking figure. £600. And then I seen another listing someone put up, like, out of the box, £400. And at one point there was a listing for Entropy, and I think he was nearly going up to $100, which is the cheapest I've seen Entropy go for, because he's worth a bomb as well. I'm just $600 dues. Yeah, fucking nuts. And you know the company as well. It's the R at the top. It's called Resaurus, and they also did Sonic Adventure figures. And I had Sonic and Tails of them, and I think they were fragile enough as well. I think Sonic was more fragile than Tails. I think Tails was still intact. Well, yeah, they're worth a good bit as well. I think any figures from that company, Resaurus, are worth a bomb. And like the company is now like, kaput. Like there was supposed to be like a series 3 of the Crash Bandicoot figures, and you were supposed to get I think it was like Ripperoo, Papu Papu, Pinstripe, Embryo, which would have been a cool figure, and I think the other one was Crash Bandicoot with Polar. Your skull pillow scares me. What, the smoking skull belt from WWE? Stone Cold Steve Austin's belt, which I really want a replica of that belt. And of the Attitude Era belt as well. But yeah, there was like supposed to be a Series 3, but they cancelled that, which is sad. And I think like the item they get with them is the relics. Yeah, the little time relics in Crash Bandicoot 3. Actually, funny enough, while I was on eBay looking up the Crash figures, someone on eBay, I think what he did was he got like a 3D printer and he printed off a very good looking embryo figure that looked very close to like if Resaurus actually released it. And he was charging what, like over $100 for it, like over like $300 to $400. And he did the same thing with the Crash with Polar as well. Yeah, pity there wasn't a Series 3 of that Crash Bandicoot wave, because I say like, the figures were pretty popular, I think. It's funny too that I talk about cancelled figures. The other ones that I love to collect, well, would love to collect at some point, were the Earthworm Jim figures by Playmates. I have a question. What is your 3 favorite Earth memories? Oh my god. But yeah, the Earthworm Jim figures by Playmates, which was the same ones, same company that did the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figures. Yeah, I would love to get them figures eventually, and keep them in a package like them. And there was supposed to be a second wave of them figures, but that got cancelled. And that would have been really cool, because you were supposed to get Professor Monkey for a head, you were supposed to get Queen Slug for a butt. One of the characters from the cartoon, I think he was some hamster. Hamsternator, that's it. I think it was like some samurai version of Earthworm Jim. Earthworm Jim in like a bungee jump outfit. I think it was supposed to go with, that level in Earthworm Jim 1 where he's like bungee jumping. It's not a problem. Yeah. I think it was like a figure based on that. You're supposed to get his motorcycle from the cartoon. And the one figure that I kind of wish they would release, Evil Jim, from the cartoon. The green one. Yeah, they supposed to have a figure of that. Oh, that would have been so good. That would be so good to collect. Yeah, they're worth a bit. Like, I've seen them on eBay, but they're not like highly priced compared to the Crash figures. Like, they're at a decent price if you're lucky. But I would like to collect them as well. But like if I'm comfortable with my money, like if I want to like spend so much money on like collecting figures. Like I want it, like I'm very careful when it comes to money, especially when it comes to like rent and bills. And, keeping this apartment as well. My sister bought me Peter Puppy back in the day. I was 5 and ripped its arm off. Oh, wait. The Peter Puppy figure, he came with 2 figures, I believe. He came with the monster figure and, his average self. So which one did you rip the arm off? Yeah, there was, in that wave, I think there's like Earthworm Jim. There was 2 variations of Earthworm Jim, actually. There's one where he comes with red accessories and one where he comes with green accessories. And same with the Battle Damage Earthworm Jim as well. There was Princess What's Her Name, which if you go on eBay, she is the cheapest figure to get. Like you see her for like, what, $5 or so, but there's like shipping out as well. There was Bob the Goldfish, where he came with, it was the monster figure. Oh, dang. Christ. And I don't think them figures were actually that breakable though. Playmates were actually, very well made figures, even with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figures. Well, yeah, there was Bob the Goldfish, who was just like, it was just the fish in the bowl, And the main figure was like, you know, the cat that carries him, number 4. And same thing with Evil the cat. Like, he came with a main figure as well, which was Henchrat. Please don't tell me how much it's worth. It's I won't say it's like worth as much as the Crash figures, but yeah, I won't say. But no, I think it's like, for most part, I've seen the Earthworm Jim figures go for like 30 to 40 or 50 or 60. I don't know. It all depends on the certain figure. Like, the Earthworm Jim figure is like the most rare one. Then what was the other one? Psycho. That's another figure I want to get. Yeah, that's another figure. Psycho. What other ones was there? I think that's it. I think that was all the figures. Then there was Peter Puppy, like you mentioned. Yeah, I won't mind them. Because there was one point, what I really wanted to do was like get like whole load of old figures, like the old Batman, the old Spider-Man figures like I had back in the day. Like, keep them in package and then like have them all stuck on a wall. I would have loved that. I must rewatch the series. Haven't seen it since I was a kid. What, Earthworm Jim? That was a good cartoon. Yeah, who was it? Dan Castellaneta, the voice of Homer Simpson, voiced in Earthworm Jim. Yeah, the cartoon was really good. Oh, wait, I forgot there was one other figure from the cartoon that was in the first wave. It was the what was it? Scuba diving Earthworm Jim. He was in a green and blue suit, and he had like a dome on his head. I think that was in an episode in the cartoon. Oh god. Yeah, hold on. I'm just gonna pull up back the Crash figures because I want to keep them safe. Gonna be worth a bit in years to come. They're worth a bit now, but years to come, they're gonna be worth a lot more. I'm calling that right now. I never played Earthworm Jim. You never played Earthworm Jim, Mike? My god. Man, I should have saved, I should have saved that for, like, a Let's Play for me and you then. Like, I'm really big in, like, I've so many copies of Earthworm Jim. I've on Sega Mega Drive. Oh, excuse me. I have it on my PS3, the remastered. I have it on the PC, which is the special edition, which you can also get for Sega CD, which is worth a bomb. Like, the Sega CD, I don't really have that peripheral. I don't know where to get it. The one peripheral I want for the Sega Mega Drive, though, is the Master System converter, so I can play Master System games instead of like getting the console. But I don't know. It's like, I think the Master System is it isn't that dear to get, actually. I don't think it is. Whereas the converter I saw go for 30 to 40 euro, which isn't too bad. I'm not sure. Like, I think the Master System is the same, but I would just like to have the converter just to place it on top of my Sega Mega Drive, and it look cool looking as well. And then I can collect Master System games for it then. I think my cousin had the Master System. I do remember Sonic on the Master System and Sonic 2. Which were, like, they were different compared to the Sega Mega Drive games. And they were difficult as hell. Yeah. Yeah, there were some good Sonic games. There was Sonic 1, Sonic 2. There was Sonic Spinball, which I have on Sega Mega Drive. Jesus, that game. I played it on the channel, and I don't know how I kept my cool for the last level. Because that is such a pain in the ass. What other Sonic games were on the Game Gear? Or, not the Game Gear, the Master System. Well, there were some on the Game Gear too that were similar to the Master System ones. There was Sonic Triple Trouble, which I think it was on the Game Gear. I'm not sure if that was on the Master System. Then there was one called Sonic Chaos as well. Won't mind picking them up, even though I do have on PS2 the Gems Collection, which have them games. And there was like one called Tails Adventure as well, where you play as Tails, and he throws bombs. And you're facing off a duck army or some shit like that. It's a weird game. Yeah, what else was good on the Master System? The first Shinobi was on the Master System. Yeah, I'd love to play it. Yeah, Earthworm Jim, man. One stream that I kind of saved up for, yourself, and probably for Niall as well, when we streamed the Sega Mini. The Sega Mini console. Even though now I have that fucking hacked and put more games on it. I can't believe you haven't played Earthworm Jim. Like, I've played Earthworm Jim 1 and 2 on the channel. Now we have to play Earthworm Jim 3D. Which, that game, it's mediocre. Like, it could have been a lot better, Earthworm Jim 3D. Like, for how it is, it's like third person shooter, of course, and the one thing that's disappointing is boss fights in that game. Like, I won't say because I want to like play on the channel. Like, once I get N64 games, going for the channel, like for the HDMI cable, if it's any good, of course. But there's one port of Earthworm Jim that I didn't mention. Actually, I have it on Game Boy Advance. Worst port ever. It's just like how Sonic the Hedgehog 1 was very, very bad on Game Boy Advance. Yeah. Don't pick up ports of Sega games on Game Boy Advance. Although the ports of Mario games, like Super Mario Advance, they were very good. And there was the port of, wasn't it Link to the Past as well? Yeah, I have the Game Boy Advance player. Like, I use that to play Spider-Man Mysterio's Menace. Like, I can even play Game Boy Color games with that. And regular Game Boy games. Like, but when it comes to Pokemon games, I rather use emulation for Pokemon games. Then you can have the option to do Nuzlocke. Randomized Nuzlocke. I really love watching them. Just the surprise of, when you're in the wild and you just encounter a legendary Pokemon just out of nowhere, like in a patch of grass. I first played Mario 2 from the port on GBA. Oh, that one. What was that one? That was Mario Advance 2? Like, I've Mario Advance... Oh, no, it's Mario Advance 1. That was it, because that's the one I have. It was Mario Advance 1, and it had Mario 2 and the original Mario Brothers. Yeah. Same for Link to the Past. Sadly, back then in my childhood, I didn't get to play Zelda much. Yeah, because like I rarely knew anyone that had like Super Nintendo or the Nintendo Entertainment System. But I think it was like before my teens I was introduced to it. And then I think Mikey, you really got me into it then. Like right now, like as of now in my N64 collection, I have Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. Mario Advance 1 and same Mario Advance 2 was my first playing of Mario World. Yeah. I don't recall playing. I think I do. There was one point in my childhood I did play the NES or SNES actually, the Super Nintendo, and I played Super Mario All-Stars. That was the one I remember playing. Not sure who had it, but I do remember Super Mario All-Stars, which was like the 16-bit port of all the Mario games, and then it had Lost Levels, which is like Mario Maker before. Well, I won't say Mario Maker before Mario Maker, but you get what I mean. The levels were fucking impossible, and like how in Mario Maker people make these bizarre fucking levels that are so incredibly hard. You need skill. You get what I mean, though. Yeah, and then there was one All-Stars that had Super Mario World then. And in that game, Super Mario World on All-Stars, they changed Luigi's sprite. Whereas like in the original Super Mario World, it was just, Luigi was just a recolor of Mario. I don't like that. Yeah, same. Remember playing Mario All-Stars, but never played Mario World. Yeah, I never liked that in Mario games back then, how they just got Mario sprite and just recolored it and just said, there you go, that's Luigi. Like, I think the only game on the original Nintendo that had a different sprite for Luigi was Mario 2. And he had the high jump as well. That was the one where you weren't fighting Bowser or King Koopa. You were fighting Wart, you know, the frog. And funny enough then, like, that game Mario 2, it's originally a game called Doki Doki Panic. So like the characters from Doki Doki Panic then are now Mario characters. Like Shy Guy. He was originally a Doki Doki Panic character, I think. And now, look at him now, he's a Mario character. Yeah, Shy Guy is actually a cool character. He's decent enough in Mario Kart. But my favourite to play as in Mario Kart is Lemmy. You know, the Koopa Links. Lemmy's the best one to play as. That's my thought there. Best Mario Kart character in Mario Kart 8 anyway. And Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Lemmy is the best character. He is so fucking fast. Yeah, just trying to think here, like, with the I'm just looking at my Nintendo Switch games. I do have a lot, actually. And I will collect more for it. Oh yeah, next month is the expansion of Pokemon Sword. I have to get that ready now. And I haven't completed the Pokédex in that yet. In Pokemon Sword. That was a decent game now, Pokemon Sword. I really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to this expansion pass that's coming out. Like what? €30? Which, you know, I'll get it. Gone ahead, man. Enjoyed the chat. Oh, thanks, Mike. I'll see you then. Yeah, so I'm just thinking. I keep saying this. I'm thinking what else to do on the old channel. Like I've so much planned, but a lot of the games I'm holding off on is because, you know, I want to have Mikey and, you know, Niall as well to join in on them, because they suggested some games and they want to join me in for commentary, and I hope you all will look forward to that. Yeah, but hopefully you did enjoy this stream anyway, for those watching, or, you know, for those who were in the chat. Like, showed off some pretty cool stuff and some things I own here. Yeah, mainly I would love to get some N64 games to play on the channel, or, you know, get that HDMI to play games, because I've got a bit of a N64 collection. Like one, for example, I want to play on the channel, probably as a solo let's play more than anything, is GoldenEye. Yeah, I would love to play that. Because, well, I know I've like the option to play on emulation, but no, like I was on a Gamertone TV stream and we were talking about emulation, and he was saying like, oh, you know, like I won't say emulation is bad. Emulation is actually really good because you know, you're keeping games, like you're you know, an archive of games, like say for like really old games, because you never know, like when physical copies of cartridges will be deceased or kaput, you know, they'll no longer work, but then you'll have like ROMs then that you can go back on. That's the good thing about emulation. And like, I've nothing against it. Like, I would use emulation for the likes of, you know, Pokemon, again with Nuzlocke, which I think Niall said to me he would like to join me on doing Pokemon Nuzlocke with me. I always wanted to do one of them. Like, Irish Emerald got me into doing that. And sadly, he's no longer doing YouTube. He's doing Twitch streams recently. He was playing Borderlands. But I would like to do a Pokemon Nuzlocke at some point. Actually, one thing I would have loved is to do a co-commentary with Irish Emerald for a Nuzlocke. But I don't know if he is going to go back doing YouTube. Yeah, and yeah, that's many. Like N64 games. Like, I have played Super Nintendo games. Like, I played Spawn, the Spawn game on Super Nintendo, which is an awesome game. Yeah, so many, like The Mask as well. That was another Super Nintendo game, which I was very surprised there was a game of The Mask on Super Nintendo. As for the original Nintendo, I think I'd really stick with using the NES Classic for that, because it is hard to get like a good quality image from an original NES, being an 8-bit console. And yeah, no, it's going back about Gamer Tom stream, he was talking about emulation, and yeah, it is good. Emulation is good, but the reason why I don't use emulation a lot is because I don't like to have my consoles gather dust. Like, I would like to use them and record off them the best I can, get the best quality off them. And like people are saying to me, yeah, that's a valid reason, of course. I've nothing against emulation at all. And one video I was watching, actually, by Gaming Off the Grid, they did a very good video about converters and upscaling your old consoles and games to HD. And they're saying like, oh, it's not like true HD or true quality, which, yeah, okay, I can somewhat agree with that. And they said like definitely the best quality for old consoles and old games is having a CRT TV. And yeah, I can agree with that. I can definitely agree with that, because that's what they were made for. Even with the the light gun games, they won't work with a HD TV anymore. Like, the light gun for Duck Hunt, they won't work with a HD TV. I tried it. It doesn't work, and I'm not sure. I would love if someone actually did a mod for the light gun to work with a HD TV. It might be impossible, but it would be awesome if someone did that. Yeah, but yeah, they do have a point. CRT TVs, but like the thing is, who has a CRT anymore? They're like, if you have a CRT TV, hats off to you. Then it's good to have it for like the old games and old consoles. But I don't have one anymore. Like the last CRT TV I had, it had a built-in video player for VHS tapes. Yeah, sadly I don't have that anymore. But other than that though, the things I buy, like the converters and like that HDMI cable, yeah, I spent a bit of money, like $30, or like the HDMI cable I got from my Sega Mega Drive. It was $29.99, but on top of that I had to pay shipping, so altogether I had to pay like €50 for it. Which, yeah, it was a fair bit, but at the same time though, like, it was worth it for me, because I like to get like, good quality from my console, and play my console for, recordings and that. Like, not have the consoles gather dust. And, I think the only console really that's gathering dust on my shelf actually is the original Wii. And probably the Wii U as well. I haven't touched them in ages. And the good thing, well, it's good to have the Wii U at times. Oh, William, you're back. How's it going, man? But the good thing about having the Wii U, like, I know, like, there's, very few games for it. And also, it wasn't a good selling console. Well, we all admit that. Actually, I'm going to say this out right now. The original Wii, yes, it's a good console. It has a good few games. It was a fluke. It was a fluke in sales, in my opinion. It was a fluke in sales. And and really the whole big thing, like, I remember when I first got the Wii as well, the thing that really came with it was the Wii Sports, which was awesome. You remember like the Wii boxing, the golf, the bowling, that was pretty damn awesome. Like, it was a gimmick. And like I said, it was a fluke. They were lucky. And then when it came to the Wii U, then it didn't really do as well. But the reason why I say it's good to have the Wii U is because there is actually a HDMI port on it, and it's backwards compatibility for the Wii. That's why I keep my my Wii U, mainly for that. I might try and get some Wii U games at some point as well. Like Sonic Lost World, I know is on the Wii U, but I have that on Steam actually, because there was one point there was like a massive thing on Humble Bundle. And there was like, you can get like so many Sonic games for such a price. Humble Bundle is actually really good. Even though I don't really play many PC games. And I do have a very good PC. Well, in my opinion, I have a decent PC. But like, there are some things that I might upgrade on it, like the graphics card. But like, trying to get a good graphics card is pretty damn tough, like especially when they're at very high prices. I was lucky to get the capture card, not the capture card, graphics card that I have now, which is 1050 Ti. I also have Sonic Lost World on Steam. Yeah, I only played it briefly. It's alright. Like, some people say it's middling. Well, like, it's not the worst Sonic game. To me, the worst Sonic game is on the Wii. It's Secret Rings. That one... No. That to me is the worst Sonic game. Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric, or, you know, what was the other... What was the one on the Wii U? Was it Rise of Lyric? And then there was one on the 3DS called something different. Yeah, I heard that game is pretty bad. But I still would say Secret Rings is probably the worst Sonic game. And that's why, even though I do have it on my shelf, I do have Black Knight, but I didn't touch it because of Secret Rings. I don't know why I have it on my shelf, but the other good Sonic game that was on the Wii was Sonic Colors. That was a good one. And then, there was Sonic Unleashed down on the Wii as well, which was the same as the PS2 one. Heard that was pretty bad. Actually, I remember watching Game Grumps play it. But I've Sonic Unleashed on PS3, and that to me is a very underrated Sonic game. Who was it? Cringy Gamer, or for some reason he named his channel Cringetopia. He keeps changing his damn name, but I call him Cringy Gamer anyway. He streamed Sonic Unleashed, and yeah, it's a pretty good game. He played it on the Xbox 360, which is the same as the PS3 version. Yeah, I wouldn't mind playing that on the channel at some point. Like, I have so many games. Hold on until if I can just pick up the camera here. Right, you can see my shelf there. And there's my shelf full of games. Yeah, you can see Buzz Lightyear, Zurg, and the Iron Man helmet. And there's my painting of Bob-omb Battlefield. A friend did that for me. Fucking awesome painting. Like, when she showed me a glimpse of it, I think around Halloween. And, I was saying, oh, this is fucking awesome. But I nearly, fangirl screamed. Because it was just so awesome. And I got that gold frame. I was lucky with that gold frame as well. Sorry, I'm not holding the camera very good here. It's shaky. But, yeah, I'm just so happy with that painting. It was worth the money I gave her as well. Yeah, I know a friend that does, awesome artwork. She does great Final Fantasy art in that. Recently she showed a picture of her painting Shiva from Final Fantasy. She's so good. And I asked her, oh, could you do this painting for me? And I bought the canvas for her. I did want a big painting. I think it's one of the biggest paintings that she ever done. And yeah, I think it just came out awesome. Put back the camera here. Actually, just show you briefly. There's a bit of a setup. Sorry the drawers are open here because, look. Yeah, so that's a bit of my setup there. You see the PlayStation 2, if the camera actually picks it up. PlayStation 2, PS3, and PS4 are on the top. And then I can't really bring the camera around to show the bottom shelves there because the USB cable in this camera. But I have my Sega, my GameCube, my NES, my Super Nintendo, my Switch, and then the N64, Wii, and Wii U down there. And I even had the mini consoles in front of their respective consoles as well. I'm not sure whether to get the PS1 Classic for the same thing, having it on top or in front of the PS1. And I'll just see if I can move it a little bit. Yeah, there you can see the Infinity Gauntlet on one side, and then it's the Nano Gauntlet on the other side. Yeah, this is my kind of little setup. I kind of like this table here. It actually came with the apartment. It was nice that the apartment was still furnitured when I got it. And yeah, this table's pretty good. I was originally thinking of getting a TV unit from IKEA. I was looking at one, but I don't know. I kind of like the table that I got here. Yeah, so that's kind of a little glimpse of my setup here. Originally I was nearly thinking of doing a apartment tour, or just to show you around the apartment and what I got. But I don't know, I would have to use my phone for that, and I don't think my phone's camera quality, well, or the microphone quality is as good on my phone. It's the Sony Xperia XA1. But I'll just show you briefly here. Look, there's the stream. Here's my microphone. There's my my main drinking glass when I sit here. PlayStation trophy glass. And actually, can I actually... Hold on, I'm gonna go back a bit. Oh, no, okay. That's as far as I can go, I think. Yeah, there is my desk. And there's all my little Pop Vinyl figures. Haven't got new ones in a while now. But there's some of the Pop Vinyl figures that I have. Yeah, some of the ones that are my favourite are like Spyro, Crash Bandicoot there. Sorry, I was just looking at the chat to the update. Yeah, so I'm just moving the camera about here. I like the Crash Bandicoot one as well, and Dr. Neo Cortex. The anime series Batman, I like that. And Robin. Then you got the Phantasm as well. Then you got my boy Darkwing Duck. I want to get Negaduck eventually. I've seen that on Amazon. Then you can see Power Rangers and Wolverine at the back. Deadpool. Behind Sonic is Thanos. Hold on, move it up a bit. I know you really can't see them. There's Venom and Carnage. Like I like the Venom one. I like how it like shows Eddie Brock's face. Then I got Carnage because he was in GameStop. But I seen like a variant of Carnage where he's like got the full face on him. And that would have been a bit better to have. But I like the Carnage though. I like that one. With you can show Cletus Cassidy in it. There's Mega Man, Eggman, Robotnik. There's a Scarecrow. Actually, you have the Scarecrow right there. Why? Should have him next to the animated series line there. Oh, I think I know why I did that. It's because Rick... I'm pointing at... Yeah, Rick and Sonic. They don't stand properly for me. So that's why I put Scarecrow there. And another figure that's it's a bit of bastard that actually falls down a bit is Batman. I don't know why. It's so awkward. But I'd like to, collect some more of these figures. I think the recent one I got, I think the last one I got was actually, if I get him here, don't mind the sign, is Piccolo. Because I do have Super Saiyan Goku and I have Vegeta as well. And this one here, even though I'm not big into, you guys can still hear me there on the microphone. Yeah, it's still there. Right. Just looking at the microphone level. This one here, Widowmaker from Overwatch. I don't play Overwatch, but the reason why I have her is because she came with Loot Crate. I used to get Loot Crate a bit. Then I stopped because like some of the things I was getting weren't that great. Oh, and by the way, there's my little sign there. Hold on now for 1 sec. See if I can turn it on. Yeah, there we go. Now, that is my man cave sign that I got on Amazon. I think it came out pretty good. Then you got the Super Mario Bros. 3 poster. Sorry, I felt a burp coming. Super Mario Bros. 3 poster. Then you got Detective Pikachu. Well, great film. Love Detective Pikachu. Never played the game. That's a game I actually should pick up, actually. Yeah, I just love this sign. Yeah, like, that's the whole thing with my setup here. It's all red and black. Like, recently I got this mouse pad here, or for my keyboard. I just don't know, I'm a sucker for, like, red LED light. Yeah. Oh, no. There's my monitor. There's my... I've, like, these 2 charging docks for my controllers here. It's funny you can actually see like the bit of the stream there, even though my screen is like very bright. Well, yeah, I have these like 2 charging docks for my 4 controllers, and like it holds like how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 games. Holds 10 games in each one there, and then I've like the rest of my PS4s like in there. It's a nice table. I mean, I got this for what, €200 in Argus. It was well worth it. Like my PC is right there, and yeah, see what I mean by cable color. I managed to tidy it up, and yeah, I think I did a good job. And then you've like my extension lead just like right there. The reason why it's angled like that is I think it's because of my my sign up there. And then he's just got some shelves here. That's where I put the boxes of my my mini consoles. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, I'll just, you know what, actually, while we're at it, I'm gonna hold the camera for a bit. Like, if it's shaky, just I'll stop. Maybe I might stop actually. I'll just put it back where it was. Oh, it's wrapped around the mic. Ah, God. Sorry about that now. Oh, my hand's in the way. Now, right. I think we're back to normal now. So I hope you guys did like little look around in my apartment here. Because I always want to do a video like that. I don't know why. As my face is all red is because of that fucking sign. Hold on, I'm going to turn it off. There we go. Alright, that's a bit better. Yeah, like, I don't know, I sometimes turn it on. I usually turn it on when I have people in the apartment, which, you know, rare now because of this lockdown. But like, if I had like a few people there, like the last time I really turned it on was when my two friends were in, Mikey and Niall, and we were watching AEW. And it's like, it was dark and like we had the lights off, and I just turned on the projector for watching the pay-per-view and also the sign. And one thing I really want to get eventually as well for the projector is pull down screen. Like, I mean, the wall is okay, but I think maybe a pull down screen might be a bit better. Might be good for gaming as well. We tried playing a few games on it. Like, we played fucking the game that Mikey mentioned there, Rollo to the Rescue on the fucking projector. Jesus Christ. Oh, some laugh. But good quality. It came up good on the projector. But as you saw there, like my PS4 controllers were there. I'm just gonna adjust my screen there for a bit. There we go. All right. You know what I might do actually is I'm gonna get my PS4 controllers. I showed these on my my social medias like Facebook. I showed it on Twitter a bit, and I showed it on Instagram and Discord. And yeah, I have these PS4 controllers. I you know. Well, I won't say custom made, but I got like the custom shells and buttons. And this one here, I call this my Sonic themed one. It's like got the red glossy buttons. It's got the white analogs, silver. Like I mixed the colors up a bit. And I just slapped a matte yellow touchpad. It's kind of like, if you will, oh, I accidentally turned on my PlayStation 4. Oh. Well, I think that's actually good because it just turned on the light pad here. Yeah, so like the yellow, I tell like, oh, you know, Sonic's buckle on his shoe. That's why I put the yellow there. But if you see there now, hopefully the camera can pick it up. Yeah, you got a little a vinyl sticker on the light pad here, and you got Sonic's face there, which I think is pretty damn awesome. Yeah, I did turn on my fucking PS4. I wonder what the hell with that beeping fan was. That was my PS4. Fuck. Oh well. Well, that's controller number 1. Then controller number 2. It's a mix of matte and gloss shell. This is my spiral controller with the purple, yellow, and orange. This one actually came out pretty damn good. Yeah, the one thing, like the gloss is nice, but one thing I kind of noticed, I'll get the Sonic controller again, because I do use this one a bit. One thing I did notice, if I can get it there, I'll just put, see there on the R2 button, some of the red paint is coming off it. And I think even a little bit on the back of the controller, I think right there. Don't know if you can see that right, but there's a little bit of the paint came off in that. Well, not too much though. Like, it's still good. Right, put that back. Now back to the Spire controller. So yeah, at first I was thinking of going like all matte instead of gloss for the front, like a matte purple, because like there was 2 different ones that I saw on eBay. There was like the gloss purple and the yellow back, and then there was like the very dark purple and the yellow back. And the reason I thought the dark purple would have been good is because it looked very close to Spyro's colour, his scales like. But I thought the gloss one actually, people were saying to me the gloss was a bit better to go with, so I did that. And I mixed it up with the orange and yellow buttons. Yeah, it came out nice. It did come out nice. And the little thing that's there, that's for like putting on the little charge docks I have. I just slot them in there and they charge up. Very handy. Because I don't really have many micro USB cables. And kind of like with the Sonic controller, when I turn this on. Oh, it's red now. But hopefully you can pick that up on the camera. There's the Spyro logo there. Usually what I like to have is have this one shine purple. And then that one shine blue. And then my next two will be green and red. Because like player 2 like has the red light, player 3 is green, and player 4 is purple, which goes well with the Spyro controller, I think, and then blue for the Sonic one. Well, put that back there, and the next one, oh yeah, sorry, I was just looking at the charge light. It went to blue because it's fully charged. Next one here is my TNT controller, and it's just all red and yellow, and originally, these this was a vinyl sticker for your touchpad, and these came with a set that like it comes with vinyl stickers for your controllers, like if you're putting like red on a black shell, and like the if you saw there on my PS4, like I have a Crash Bandicoot skin on it, like it's red and blue, and I will never part with that console. It's there, I will not upgrade to even the PlayStation 4 Pro or anything like that. I'm keeping my original PS4 like that. Yeah, so there's my TNT controller. Probably one of my favorites, really. And yeah, so with that as well, I have the TNT light, if you see that there. There we go, I like that. I like the red that's glowing with that. Now, and I got these on eBay. There's actually a seller that sells like these vinyl stickers for the light bar, and he does so many of them. Even those custom made ones. If you do a request, like I requested the Spyro one for the Spyro controller. He does so many good ones. Like he does Crash Bandicoot ones. He has Nintendo ones. I don't know why you want like a Nintendo controller for PS4, but if you want it. He also does like Dragon Ball Z ones, which would be pretty cool actually. A custom Dragon Ball Z controller, like an orange and blue one for like a Goku style controller. Or even, if you will, blue, white and yellow for Vegeta. That would be a decent one. I'm coming up with so many ideas for custom like controllers. Oh, that reminds me actually, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, the season pass, like the new story is going to be released soon, which is the Gods of Destruction, Lord Beerus and Wiz. I kind of want to stream that. If you want me to stream that, let me know. I'll definitely be open for it, because I did love Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. That was a great game. But anyway, that's my TNT controller. Oh, actually, I'll press circle on that. Yeah, I can tell, like, when you play a PlayStation for so long, even though like it doesn't show like X square, X circle, triangle, square, you can pretty much, like, you're well used to a PS4 controller that you know what you're pressing. I think I've seen custom buttons that have like the X, circle, square and triangle engraved onto them, which is pretty cool. Right, last controller now, and it is my Nitro controller, like to go along with my TNT one. And same thing, this came with the set with the vinyl skins for the controllers and the PS4. So I kept that touchpad here. One thing I did notice though on one of my analog sticks, the yellow was kind of a bit darker on that, is because I use this controller a bit as well. I don't know why, it's just, it feels good. Like any of the PS4 controllers, but I don't know why I just go to this one a lot. Like the main two I really use is the Sonic one and this one. I don't know why. Yeah, but same thing like the TNT controller. Yellow buttons, yellow. Like originally with them controllers, with the TNT and Nitro ones, it was a regular black controller. And all I did was I had like the green sticker for the front, and you know this here, and I had these little thumb grips on them as well. It's like it was a black thumb grip, and it was a yellow circle on them. I think I still have old photos of them, I think, somewhere. But I decided then to go with like all colored shells for them. It looks much better, I think. And yeah, so that is the Nitro controller. And when I press the button, just like with the 3 here. Now, it says Nitro fueled. Like the set of vinyl stickers that I got, it didn't have like just regular Nitro. So I just set it with the Nitro fueled. And besides, it goes well, like even when you're playing like Crash Team Racing Nitro fueled. I actually haven't played that in a while. I wonder if they're going to release like new characters now. Because the Grand Prix is all over, but they're still releasing new characters. I wonder, are they going to release any more new ones? But yeah, there is the Nitro fueled. It is pretty good. I'm very happy how these controllers actually came out for me. I'm really customizing a PS4 controller, like, you know, replacing the buttons and that. It's actually pretty damn easy. What's not easy though is replacing buttons and the shells on the Switch Joy-Cons, because inside them are like the cables are like very fragile. You have to be very careful when you disassemble a Joy-Con. And at one point I did have to with the blue Joy-Con, because it got Joy-Con drift, which is like a very well-known issue now with people who own the Switch. And God help you if you have a fucking a Switch Lite, because if you get Joy-Con drift, you're fucked. You know, like there's no taking them off and fixing them. Like your whole console has to be sent away to be repaired. Otherwise, if you know how to like disassemble it, there you go. But at the same time, though, like it's very fragile with the connections. Yeah, and then like I had to get a replacement analog stick for my blue Joy-Con, and yeah, I regretted it then. Not because like it did work. Like my Joy-Con is back to normal now. And I think my green Joy-Con might be acting up a bit. I have to check it out. But I did clean underneath it just to see. I have to test it out again. But yeah, the one regret I had is like when I did that, when I repaired the Joy-Con, the Nintendo then said, "Oh, we're gonna fix if you send away your Joy-Cons to us with Joy-Con drift, we'll fix them for you for free." I was like, "You mother," because like I spent a bit like. Not too much money on the replacement analog, but it was just a kick in the balls when they just announced that then. Because I think they had like a court issue about that as well. But yeah, that's my little story on that. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you did enjoy this little Hangout stream. I did want to do this for quite some time. And like I do apologize that I'm falling behind with the recording and stuff, because like again my sleep pattern has been absolutely knackered, and I'm trying my best to be up early as I can to get stuff done. Like lately I've been just doing thumbnails for games that I kind of think I want to do for the channel next. And again, if you've any suggestions or anything like that, let me know. And it's already because when I got onto Mikey and Niall, I wanted to know what games they wanted to play, because I don't want to play a game that I end up playing and they said, "Oh, why didn't you tell me about this one?" I don't want that to happen. And yeah, no, I do have some games in mind to play next, and hope you'll look forward to it. I will get back to recording. I do apologize that I'm falling behind here. I am trying my best to keep as consistent as possible with the channel. It's just some things that, with the lockdown, and sometimes you get really unmotivated, like even with life. But like I'm trying to get the motivation back up, and I'm trying to figure out good times for streaming as well, so people don't miss out. Because I end up feeling bad when people miss out on streams, and they weren't there for the live chat. Because I do chat with you guys. Like, I enjoy chatting with you guys here. This was a good stream, and hope they do more. And hopefully, eventually, that I'll see if I can incorporate Discord chat, like the video chat or voice chat. I'm getting mixed up here. Voice chat into OBS here, so I can get that going, so I can actually chat with you guys. Not really in person, but like through here. And I have to have my headphones on me because there is speakers built into my speaker, but they're very low. But my my headphones here that I have, I'll just get them out here. These lads here, like the audio quality is actually pretty good, and yeah, I use these for my PS4 controller as well. When I'm chatting with Mikey as well on PS4. And another cool thing about these headphones as well, there is a USB connection to it. Like the main connection is connected to my desktop already. If I can get, that feeling when you're like you have a USB port and you're like trying to fit it into the slot and you're like it's not working out for you. Yeah. Oh, there we go. I think I got it. Get in. Just bear with me now, folks. You have to really get in the right way. There we go. Yeah, I like that. The red LED coming up there and on the mic. I think these were fairly damn cheap as well. They were like a little over £20. Yeah, I think they're pretty cool headphones. And it goes well with the setup as well. See what I mean? And you got that. But like the main mic I use for recordings is my well, for now anyway, the Yeti Nano, because I do have the Yeti Pro. And what happened was, I'm going to take these off, sorry. Just put them up there. Because what happened with my Yeti Pro, the USB port of it was very loose. And for some reason, like, it wasn't holding the USB cable properly. And, it kept disconnecting on me. So that's why I then got the Yeti Nano, which is a very good mic as well. Like, you get it for under £100 actually, which is very decent. And it's good quality too. Like, it's equal quality to the Yeti Pro that I have. But I have the Yeti Pro still, just in case of backup. If anything happens to this one. But there is a new Yeti mic, the Yeti X. And I heard that one's supposed to be very good. It's $150, I think it is. Or pound. Or whatever currency you are. I think like it is around that. Not sure. I think in euro it might be like 170 for us. But no, for now I am sticking with the Yeti Nano. Actually, Dave Ace recommended this mic to me. And, it is a pretty damn good mic. I would recommend it. And, yeah, I do like the colour as well. I'm not sure if you can see it. I don't want to... Yeah, there it is. Like the kind of red colour. Like, I'm a sucker for red and black. That's why I got that colour. Like, it goes well with my setup as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I will might as well leave it at that. So thanks, guys, for coming out here and having a chat with you guys. Some great people joining in, and yeah, one weird one as well, that Alien Zone. But yeah, so yeah, I really enjoyed this. I want to do more of these, and I will try and see if I can get the Discord voice chat, brought into OBS here and get that working. That would be pretty damn good, I think. So, yeah, I'm going to leave it at that, folks. Thanks again so much for those who stopped by in the chat. It was great chatting with you guys, and I will see you all next time.